Need a favorite medicine for your little ones or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic? The Heinemann Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Heinemann Bypass. Call the Heinemann Pharmacy at 785-0513.
In Kentucky, we understand what matters. Family, friends, community. But sometimes, we hurt. At Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, we believe in hope, and Mountain's behavioral health professionals want to be there for you every step of the way. Together, we can overcome the challenges of depression, PTSD, addiction, and so much more. With behavioral health centers throughout Kentucky, your story of recovery begins at Mountain Comprehensive Care Center.
I've got a pocket knife.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Bank of Hyman Hometown 24 Games of the Week. Tonight, it will be the Letcher County Central Cougars and the Knott County Central Patriots in a girl-boy doubleheader. Manus Blair, Jim McCauley, David Adams with you, and all the hometown crew. And guys, high school basketball is at its fullest right now, and district tournament is not long away.
No, it's winding down, David. I mean, it seems like just yesterday we were getting started. It goes fast. And one thing I've noticed, every game we've watched has become more intense.
Yes, they do.
As it gets closer to that spring madness.
Our first game tonight, we'll see the girls going at it, Letcher County Central and Knott County Central. And Manus, Knott Central has had a good season in the region, and they've been playing pretty good basketball. Cougars lost a lot of scoring from the team last year, and they're having to try to find that.
Well, Knott Central, of course, rated number one, RPI, coaches poll, informal message board poll, whatever you want to call it. Won 3 out of their last 4, undefeated in the region at 11-0. So Coach Huff's got them going. Letcher Central still trying to find their way. Last time they played, did not have the result they wanted to have, and in order for them to close that gap tonight, improved play.
Yeah,
improved play.
Last season, Jim, Cougars had a young lady Couch that played the paint that was pretty tough. Strong, could use the board and do all the things she needed to do, and it's hard to come back with that unless you've got somebody with some experience.
Yeah, and you know, not just Kiera, but Jalen Witt,
yep.
with the ability.
She
was a one-person press break in her own, and if there's any area, it's just finding somebody to pick up those points. That senior leadership to kind of just
the
chill
ball
out.
handling ability.
And a lot of that fell on Paige Dameron this year. Paige has had to pick up a lot of the slack with that. But Coach Baker's been playing with a lot of different lineups and had a big win at Wolfe County not for last. So, hopefully he's getting momentum going the right way. And, we'll see how it goes tonight.
Well, you look, injuries have played a part in some of the programs this year. Hazard girls lost Caudle inside, very good 5-player. And
of course, Faith Pollard.
Yeah, Knott Central's lost Faith.
When you've got Faith Pollard, you lost a lot of the defensive ability, rebounding. A person of her stature,
experience,
and just plain out experience. Sometimes it's hard. It's hard to replace that, I think that they have found, Coach Huff has found a little bit of that off their bench, and when you look at Addison Conley. She's been one of those people that's come on in the rotation and in that role that she plays coming off the bench. So it just takes a while. And like you said, David, there's been several injuries and different things that affects it. And that's, as bad as we hate it, that is just a part of this part of playing. And,
yeah, it is.
Injury, sickness. And, I saw where 2 or 3 schools have started missing because of sickness, so therefore it's about to get tournament time, and that occurs as well.
And, you mentioned Madison, and she has come in and helped this ball club, and she was injured last season and missed a lot of last season and had to battle back and do all those things, and she's done a good job for them. Jim, if you look at Letcher County Central, you know, what is some of the things, if you're Coach Baker, what that you have to change and keep doing to get your program back? You know, this used to be a regional tournament. It was called the Baker Classic there for a while, to be honest with you. So, you know, what do you have to do? You just keep working with your young kids and keep going.
Well, there's we saw the parity in the region this year. Knott is probably a little cut above everybody else, but I still feel very confident we've got five other teams that could get there, and I still think Letcher Central could be one of those teams. With that being said, they've got not panic.
Right.
I came up and watched them play against Pikeville. We've watched them several times, and when they get pressed, they have a tendency to get big-eyed and make those errant passes. Now, when they get in a half-court set, they've got, they get Allie Bailey going on the inside. You've got Holcomb, a prolific three-point shooter on the outside.
Right.
But they've got to get from point A to point B without panicking, and because turnovers have been tough this year.
From the 84-foot baseline to the 42-foot half line, they can get the ball into the front court against Knott County Central or any other press, they become dramatically better. Yep. But just like Jim says, if it's live turnovers, which leads to easy baskets or fouls, then they have been really struggling with that.
I watched, I think Pikeville jumped out on 20-2.
20-2,
the other night. But after they settled down, took a deep breath, they played pretty even with Pikeville the rest of the game, but that was an issue early on.
Keys to the game tonight, Manus. If you're not Central, keep letting it roll.
Put pressure.
Yep.
Pressure in the first game, and I think they out-rebound them like 14 rebounds. If they continuously go to the boards, if Bailey goes to the boards, Bentley goes to the boards, they get the 50-50 calls, and they get to the free throw line like they did the last game. That's what they need to do in order to win the basketball game. And, the thing about it is they've got to put intense pressure using their press. McElharnitz, both of them have been playing really, really well lately. I know they had a little shortcoming against Menifee County Saturday, but if they do those things, then they come away with the victory. Jim,
Knott County Central Lady Patriots.
Well, I've been really impressed. We knew what we were going to get with the Oder McLaurin.
Yes,
premier player, and I'm going to say one of the better players in the region. Right. Little Sis has been really impressed me. Manus and I talked about it today, shooting 40% from the three-point line and getting better every game. And so she's not only a scoring threat, she can handle the ball to take the pressure off of her sister. And then the improved play from Samara Bailey on the inside. Samara, you're talking about a 6-footer with big wingspan. And, she seems to have really came into her own the last few games. When you can score from the outside, you can score from the inside. Makes it a tough one.
It does indeed. And both of these teams, same district. This is a big 53rd district matchup tonight. So for placement, and if you go on placement so far, it looks like Knott Central, if they can win tonight, they'll be the 1 seed, and Cougars will be the 2.
Yeah, they've got Cordy and Jew Buchanan this week, but they beat them pretty. Earlier this year, so that's probably going to be, and it has been. How many years has it been that you're 1 and 2 seed?
Probably about 8 years now.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
So, the thing about it is, guys, and Letcher Central is going to zone Knott County Central, and McElharnitz, they're going to shoot along with Bentley. We'll see how well they can shoot from the outside and take away anything that Letcher Central's trying to do in the offensive schemes of the half court.
Right. Well, we're just about a minute or 2 away. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we have the starting lineups and the tip from Letcher County Central High School on Hometown 24. Stay with us. Basketball night.
We have determined that you have early onset Alzheimer's disease.
Why me? How could I have prevented this?
Research shows that reducing stress levels, not partaking in substance abuse, and being aware of safety measures are a few ways to prevent it.
So how quickly can this progress?
There's no definitive timeline. Everyone is different.
In today's world, staying connected is more important than ever. We're not just here to sell you a plan or a phone. We're here to serve you because we live and work right here in the communities we call home. At Appalachian Wireless, you're not just another customer. You're our neighbor, a friend, and a part of our family. We're here to keep you connected to what matters most. Because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best.
Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops.
Welcome back to Letcher County Central High School as we get ready in this first game. Letcher County Central and Knott County Central. It's time for our lineups in the first game. It's a girls' game.
And first for the Knott County Central Patriots, number 3, senior small forward Kyra McElharnitz. Number 22, senior forward Acacia Bentley. Number 11, senior guard Drew Reed. Number 33, junior center Samara Bailey. And number 1, 7th grader point guard Danny McElharnitz. The Knott County Central Patriots 14-6 on the season, and coached by Miss Megan Huff, and I need help. I didn't get my cell phone out quick enough. Thank you. And for the home team, Letcher County Central Lady Cougars 13-10 on the season, coached by Mr. Keith Baker. And I thought the Chicago Bulls were going to come out there for a second.
Well, they got the lights going and the music turned up. It must be a big basketball night.
It must be. And number 1, senior forward, Kara Holcomb. Number 5, senior guard, Paige Dameron. Number 52, junior center, Allie Bailey. Number 25 will be Scarlett Stamper, junior forward, and number 4, sophomore guard, Molly Cottle. Thank you, Jim.
Hey, the lights are back on, and that means we're about ready to go. Tip it off here in their first game. Want to remind everyone coming up after this one, about 20 to 25 minutes, we'll have the boys contest between Letcher County Central and Knott County Central. So you'll want to stay with us well, all evening for some good basketball action. Also at halftime, we'll try to have an update on all the scores in the surrounding area, but most of the scores will probably come in their second game at halftime instead of the first, unless we have some double headers going on. So we'll check those. And now, official moves in, and the music goes off, and it's time to play ball at Letcher County Central.
And Knott Central will get the jump ball. Officials Brian Napier, Dylan Fields, and Jim Cecil.
Looks like a 2-3 zone early for Letcher Central.
And the three goes up for McElharnix, and it is good.
20-footer right side, Jim.
And here comes the press that Jim was talking about. It's broken down the sideline. Knott Central man-to-man. Dameron into the lane, and it's going to be blocked and taken down by Samara Bailey.
Yeah, Samara races a lot in there with that big wingspan. You know, probably going to stop and shoot the little jumper instead of driving on in.
Bentley with the three, and it's going to come up short. Bailey with the rebound, gives it over to Reed, misses it. Bailey with another rebound, and it's going to be a jump ball, and it will go to Letcher County Central.
Thought Bailey on the second rebound should have went straight back up, guys.
Yeah.
Put that one up. She had the opportunity.
Well, you got to reward yourself for getting the offensive rebound.
Yeah,
and
absolutely. Absolutely.
Breaks through the press as Holcomb. Give up to Stamper, and they will set, and it'll be a long three by Holcomb. Misses it, but she will get her own rebound. Not blocked out. Bailey backs Bailey into the lane and puts it off the board and in.
Nice move there to use the square.
Yeah, you know, and Allie created some space with her shoulders to get that separation to get the shot off.
Reed with the basketball, reverse to Bentley. Bentley with the three, and it will go down.
Nice touch there.
Second three on the night for Knott County Central. Reed with a steal away from Cottle. Reed with a three, doesn't go. Rebound's going to come down to Bailey. You know, if Knott Central's going to knock those threes down, it may be a long night for Letcher Central.
Because it's pick your poison. You go man. We know what McElharnix does in that one-on-one setting.
With the matchups, I think Coach Baker, really the zone would probably be the best option for him.
And Knott Central so active with their hands.
Stamper off the board and puts it in.
Nice touch. Using that left hand, handled the ball left hand and put it right off the glass.
And, of course, had unable to get it over Bailey. Danny McElharnix with the three.
You know, like y'all was talking about, three's hard to stop if you can hit from either side with them, guys.
And it's knocked away and out of bounds, and Letcher Central will retain it.
Cougars doing a fairly good job right now, guys, handling the pressure about getting it down.
Well, you know, I think the key thing is you're seeing them not give up their dribble as quick as they did early on.
Nice move by Bailey, not able to make it, but is she going to get a rebound? Stamper goes to the floor. Holcomb with a jumper, too long. Bailey with a rebound. Got a 3 against 3. And they'll reset.
They're going to have to extend that 2-3 out just a little bit further.
Yes, they are.
Which opens up the middle of the floor.
Screen for McElharnix, and it's going to be off, and it will be out of bounds to Letcher Central.
If you got good offside help that can come in on that zone, that will help still close the middle.
And you're right, David. Those baseline people have to extend out.
They do.
And it goes to Dameron, and it gets it into Bailey, and Bailey's shot is blocked by Bailey. Reed with a kick out to Bentley. Bentley goes up, and it's knocked out of bounds by Dameron.
Yeah, nice hustle on Dameron getting back to make that deflection. On the other end, we saw Bailey not clear the space like she did the time before. She head faked. Doesn't do a lot of good to head fake those arms.
Got to get you right into the sternum bone, and it takes away that length and size of Samara Bailey. Reed with the spin gives it up to Bailey, and Bailey misses the shot, and Holcomb with the rebound. Cottle into the middle of the floor. Gives it up to Stamper. Stamper fakes, turns, twists, goes up, and she will miss it. Bailey with a rebound. Looking quickly up the floor, and Reed is fouled by Holcomb, I believe.
Bailey, 5 rebounds to get started.
And 2 blocks.
And 2 blocks.
That's a pretty good start. Reed will go to the line.
You know, we don't have a lot of girls in our region with that kind of height.
No.
You know, you take a 6-footer, and then she's a long 6-footer on top of that. You know, that's you know, what God gives you. You know?
Reed, 58%. We played Hazard one year, and they had a 7-footer, and I practiced with a broom. So, anyway, here you go, and Reed makes the second, and that will allow Knott County Central to get into the press. Caldwell with the avenue, and she takes it up the sideline and beats the press. Bounce pass into Bailey. Bailey turns, pivots, gives it back out to Holcomb for the wide open 3. Doesn't go. Rebound down to Danny McElornitz.
Holcomb's got to hit that shot. She's a good shooter. She's just got to get some of those going to help the team.
McElornitz off the board and in.
Yeah, a big-time move by McElornitz to use her body to create separation on the layup and go put it in.
Yeah, and using that left hand, and it's going to be a tie-up, and that will be a turnover as that ball will go to Knott County Central.
.320 to go, first quarter, 13-4 score, Knott County. And that's too easy, guys.
And Bentley goes right in and puts it in, and that gives her 5, along with Kyra McElornitz, who has 5.
You know, like you said, Letcher Centrals did a pretty good job only turning the ball over one time on the press.
Right.
But, you know, missed a lot of shots.
And the ball's going to be knocked out of bounds by Reed.
You take Holcomb, she had a couple jumpers there, Jim, about 20 feet out. Normally hits those.
Yeah, and that was set up by Allie Bailey, who from the post kicked it back out, and then you go inside out. A lot of times that's going to be a nice way to run your offense.
Right.
And Stamper is going to be tied up by Reed, and it will stay with Letcher Central.
Young players will put the ball in front instead of beside them, and that gets them in trouble. You got to protect that ball with your body.
Basketball comes into Dameron. Got the old horn set here. And Holcomb is fouled by Reed.
Thought Drew wasted one there, Jim McCauley.
Yeah, that's a tough spot. And, you know, at this point of the game, you're figuring out what are the refs going to let you away with.
Yeah.
You know, body and body and body until they call it, and then back off a little bit. Yeah, Cougars got to figure out a way to get a good look at the basket, a high percentage shot right here. But that pressure is really hurting them right now.
And the ball will go out of bounds and stay with Letcher Central. Yeah, and, you know, Knott Central switching on every cross or every screen. So you got to either ghost it or you got to do something a little bit different when they're switching on everything.
And when they extend, you know, you've got to attack. You can't continue to let them push you further and further out because that makes the passing angles worse. You've got to attack.
Back door by Holcomb, and that's what I was getting ready to say, and they did it.
Nice
Holcomb
job.
was the first 2.
Used the board, did everything right there.
1-2-2 by Letcher Central. McElornitz off the board, doesn't go. Bailey with it, off the board, doesn't go. Rebound's going to come down to Bailey. And as the crossover, Reed steals it. Reed goes in and puts it off the board. Give her 4.
Reed, a very good defender, guys. In this
Pesky.
region, may be one of the better ones.
Well, it's good to see her moving so fluidly now.
Yeah.
And anytime you have any kind of knee injury or whatever it may be, it takes a while to get your confidence to go out on the floor as the ball's knocked out of bounds, and Letcher Central will have it. Anna Hatton in the game for Letcher Central. Emma Pavlik just came in for Letcher Central, and
looks like Bentley go out for a break, Knott Central.
And Conley will come in for her. And Reed's going to pick up her second foul.
Reed wasted 2 in the ball game. She's the kind of kid you get tournament time, Jim Manus.
Yeah.
You want her on the floor.
Not with a minute and 21 seconds do you want her to pick up her second foul. As Feltner will come in for Reed, who picked up that second foul. Count being made. It's close. Call. It's close. As Cottle will go backdoor, misses it. Rebound's going to come down to McLaurin. 17-6 as we near the end of the first quarter. Ball's thrown over Bailey's head. Hatton with it.
Well, the Patriots are very, very active with their hands.
And Kyra McLaurin is going to pick up her first.
46 seconds. And,
you could tell they're really trying to pressure Kara Holcomb because, she is a legit scoring threat from out there. So every time she gets the ball, they are all up in her business.
Yeah.
Pavlik with a basketball. Holcomb comes to her, gets it.
All right. You got 25, still time, but if you're the Cougars, if that lane opens up for that layup, you want to take it.
And Cottle with that 3.
That's a big shot.
Set up by Hatton.
17-9 with 12 seconds.
Yeah, Anna Hatton did a great job driving in and dishing out right there.
McLaurin to the lane, just step through and puts it in. Give her 7.
She is so
and
fluid.
They're not going to get a shot off, and that will end the first quarter.
We've played one at Letcher Central, 19-9. Second quarter coming up.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
19-9, their score after 1. Second quarter getting ready to start here. Knott Central will have the basketball. And guys, McLaurin is hit some nice shots to get started, but the Cougars seem to be battling with them too. So,
well, they had those 3 early 3-pointers, and that Letcher Central had, as Jim said, had to extend out a little bit. So let's see if they continue doing that, but that will open up avenues inside that zone as McLaurin rises up, misses the 3. Dameron with the rebound.
Guys, watching Dameron play, she's got to handle the ball more for this team on the half-court set.
Bailey goes in, uses her body that time, and puts it in.
She is strong enough to handle the basketball, Jim. She's got to be mean with it and handle it.
Bailey gives it down to Bentley, and it's knocked away by Dameron, but they're going to call it off of Bentley, and it'll be turnover, Knott County Central. You know, Letcher Central's kind of weathered the storm here a little bit. Let's see what they can do. And here we go. Cottle with the basketball. Into the lane. And misses the bunny.
Made an impressive move, guys.
Yeah, Letcher Central can ill afford to miss those shots if they want to hang around in this game.
Bentley with the 3. Misses it. Rebound to Cottle. Cottle takes it to the middle of the floor for Dameron with a 3, and it's long. Rebound to Bailey. Bailey steps through. Samara Bailey unable to get away from her as Holcomb with a 3, short. Rebound comes down to Bailey. McElharnitz into the lane, pull up 15-footer, bottom.
She's tough there, guys. If she gets set, it's about automatic for her there.
Well, and she did not fade, and she came straight up and straight down as Keith Baker asked for a timeout.
And we talked about giving up that dribble early.
Yeah.
And Molly, a young player,
Yeah.
very athletic, but the first thing she did was she got the ball, dribbled one time and gave it up. And when you do that, you're in trouble, especially when you get into the corners.
And it kills any opportunity for anything else to occur once you do that.
Yeah, no transition at all.
No.
Yeah. Want to remind everyone, Friday night on Hometown 24 will be at the Hazard Memorial Gym as the Bulldogs and Patriots will get underway from down there.
It's going to be a good one, DA.
So it should be a dandy, as everybody likes to say, and I think it will be. Those two teams, Knott County playing well right now, and Hazard just got off the All-A tournament and had a good tournament. Played 3 very good ball clubs down there in Owensboro.
Knott County Central definitely on the uptick.
I think so.
Yep, Letcher Central will have the basketball as we get started back. 21-11 their score.
Ball into Dameron, almost stolen from behind. Holcomb slows it down, and they'll run their offense. Stamper nowhere to go. Gives it up to Dameron, nice through, but it's blocked by Bentley. But they're going to call Bentley with the body, and that will be her first. And that will send Dameron to the line where she's a 57% free throw shooter. First one doesn't go.
That's one thing in the regional tournament when it gets time, in district as well. Free throw shooting sometimes gives you another night, guys.
Yes, it does, as Holcomb will get the offensive board, goes up, and Bailey will block it out of bounds. You know, one of the bugaboos of Letcher Central as a team, they're shooting 55% from the free throw line. And, you know, those extra bonus points come in handy.
Well, you know, Manus, and we've talked about it all year long. When you're wanting to do the upset, make the upset game, there are certain things you have to do. 50-50 balls, free throws, turnovers. You've got to be better than the other team in those 3 areas.
I think Bailey is not going to let nobody get a shot off in there.
And it rattles and goes for Holcomb. That'll be 4 for Holcomb.
Holcomb scooted out, took the 10-footer, and made it happen.
Bentley gives it up to Feltner, and they'll set their offense up.
Bentley's got a wrap around her right hand.
And McElharnitz turns and says, boom.
Yeah, McElharnitz.
Give her 12.
Just a hard matchup.
Well, you talk about a 3-level scorer. We saw her, you know, the 10-foot jumper,
and
the
you
nice
can't foul her.
layups, and 3-pointers. And like you said, you send her to the line, she's going to hurt you there too.
Stamper taking the screen. Bailey with a roll, and Stamper with the opposite hand, and it goes in.
Yeah, it's a nice play by Stamper.
Give her 4. And it's stolen by Allie Bailey. 24-15 as we go under the 5-minute mark.
I like the bounce pass to enter, especially away from the defender.
Trying to work high-low from Stamper to Bailey.
Somebody's got to cut here. When the ball goes into the post, somebody's got to cut.
It's a good point, Jim.
And Stamper bodies through, but misses it. Danny McElharnitz with the rebound. Nobody's going to come get her, but she doesn't take it. Goes to Feltner for the 3, and it's pure. 5 3-pointers for Knott County Central.
And that's the difference in the ball game right now, those threes.
Kicks it. There it goes, and that's a 3 for Molly Cottle, and that's her second.
Look out. 18-27.
You know, Molly, a very athletic young lady, and, you know, come in and hit a couple of big shots.
Feltner's shot was online.
Cottle was in here early, shooting a lot of shots up early tonight. McElharnitz misses. Rebound to Dameron.
Now here's where Dameron could really help her team. Bring that ball down without giving it up, guys. without giving it up. Be strong with the ball.
Stamper turns, pivots. She's open, and she puts it in.
Nice move there off the glass.
Give her 6. Nobody came to help after she spun away from her defender.
Leads down to 7 with 3:10 till half.
You know, Stamper not tall at all, but very crafty, using her body in there to get open for the shots.
Bentley with a 3, and it's long. Good box out by Allie Bailey. As we go under 3 minutes, and, you know, thinking about this game, you would think it would be more than a deficit of 7 right now. And boys, Stamper, it was fouled out front.
Well, you would, man. It's just simply because Knott Central was hit the three-point shots. And Cougars have a couple, but you know, Cougars has took advantage of the block or the little 8 and 10 footer, you know.
Jaylee Wright comes in and they give it to her, and she misses the bunny straight forward.
You do not get any open than that.
Can't draw it up any better for
that's
Coach
a good
Baker.
play. Yeah.
And speaking of drawing it up, McElharnett's off the board for 2 more. Give her 14. And Knott County Central backs out of the full court pressure. And now they're going to come with half-court press. Reed has come back in, and that might have something to do with it. And it goes in, and Holcomb lays it off for her 6th point.
Yeah, Reed, if you're Coach Huff, you don't want Reed to pick up that 3rd one here. So.
And maybe that's why they've gone to the zone while she's in the game. McElharnett's turned around, puts it in.
Hard to stop at. Yeah. That length and her shooting ability, and you put it all together, and it makes it tough.
Well, she's in that soft part of the zone, and she just turns and before anybody can get on her, turns around and puts it in.
She does such a good job squaring her shoulders to the basket.
Oh,
nice
excellent.
Pass by Cottle.
Hey, Cottle is really come on and giving the Cougars some good minutes here, guys.
Yep. Give Bailey 6. Cross-court pass to Conley.
I thought Conley may take that one.
And she decides to, David, and she misses it. Rebound to Wright. You know, guys, once again, they can cut it down to one of the – and it goes right back at Bailey. Bailey turns, goes up, and she is going to be fouled by Conley. And that's going to be her first, and that will send Bailey to the line for the first time.
Well, one thing I've noticed, the Cougars showing much more patience offensively than I saw the last 2 or 3 times, making the good pass, not just a pass to be passing, pass for a purpose.
Not a game of hot potato.
Exactly.
And she misses the first, and Baker and Hatton will come in for Dameron and Holcomb.
Minute 12 left in the second quarter, 31-24.
Second one goes up, misses it as well, and Bailey with the rebound. And we're entering the 1 minute mark. Let's see if Coach Huff decides to slow it down. Nope, there's the answer as McElharnett misses it, and the rebound is going to go to Knott County Central. And once again, it's really hard to box out in a zone defense. You just got to search and find somebody.
You know, Hatton did a good job there. You know, she didn't try to do the Cardinals sin, save it under the other team's basket, and just knocks it out of bounds.
McElharnett with a 3, and it's long. Nice rebound and box out by Bailey. Right straight to the goal and misses it. The rebound's going to come down to McElharnett. Wright did the right thing by going straight into Bailey, just was not able to get the foul or make the basket. McElharnett with a 3, and it's good. What can you say?
Did you say 3 points?
Yeah, it's a tough matchup.
That's 12 in this quarter for McElharnett.
Cougars
give her 19.
Get the last shot with 8 seconds and need to make a move now.
Quickly, and Cottle's trapped on the corner. Let's see if they know how much time there is. And they're not going to get a shot off, and that will end the first half, guys.
Yep, we come to the half. 34-24. We're going to take a break. We'll be back to talk a little man Toyota at the half in a few minutes. Stick around, everyone.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Just want to watch the game.
Dad, turn on the ceiling fan. Use the gray remote. Hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Letcher County Central High School. It's the man Toyota at the half. Jim McCauley, Manus Blair, and David Adams with you tonight to cover Hometown 24 sports. Guys, it's been an interesting half. McElorn is shot the ball off the well, and that's probably been the difference in the game.
Really?
Yes. It was easy to figure out.
You know, she's always good.
Yeah.
Tonight,
She's been on,
Yeah,
it's a little
has.
extra.
Well, you know, you've got 19 points, and really, I can't even really think of a bad shot that she really took. And, you know, when you're the shooter, as you well know, David Adams, you expect them to take the shots.
Yeah.
If not, why are you on the floor? And, you know, she's taken pretty much every shot has been either from the middle of the lane to the right wing or back down and through with her left hand on the left-hand side. So
I've been impressed with her being on the right side, faking the ball up, taking it in her left hand, and coming this way for a couple jumpers too. I've been impressed with that.
Yeah, if she was a baseball player, we call her a 5-tool player.
Yeah,
because
and
she
you know,
can do it all.
Right, and she has shared the basketball. She shared the basketball with everybody else, and especially in the zone, you got to flatten it to the baseline, and once you flatten it to the baseline, causing the defense to shift, then it's going to open up those avenues, and she's taking advantage of those avenues. But, you know, you think about Letcher Central. After the initial rush on the press, they got the ball across. Knott Central had to back out. And as a result of that, they started going inside to Bailey. They had a few good little shots. They missed some easier shots. And then when you look at the free throws, they're 0 for 4 from the free throw line. So that's 4 points that if you put that on the board.
Well, you know, when you're exactly right. But you look at the last time these teams played. Was Letcher Central ever in contention? No. So, Keith Baker has some coaching points to discuss at hey, guys, we've missed some shots.
Yes.
We got to improve here and here. And you're in the game. And
Yeah.
as it comes tournament time, all I want to tell my team is you got a chance.
Yeah.
And when you
That's
do
right.
that, hey, anything can happen.
And you take Knott Central, they're a veteran squad. Reed's got a lot of experience. McElawrence, of course, has got the experience. Now, Bailey, this is her first year playing varsity, but she's got to play a lot of basketball this year, guys, so that's a very experienced team.
Well,
Knott
and
County
you're talking about missing easy or bunnies around the basket. When you've got someone who's blocked 5 or 6 shots in the first half, even if she doesn't go after it, in the back of your mind, you're thinking, can I get it over top of her? So, she comes through and doesn't pick up a foul in the first half. So that means she can be even more aggressive around the hoop. But, I just think with Caudle has come in and done really, really well. She's been placed in the starting lineup. She's knocked down 2 threes.
Yes, she has.
Scarlett Stamper.
Scarlett Stamper around the basket, taking it. And who's guarding her?
Yeah, McElawrence.
McElawrence is guarding her, so you got to go at if you, for some reason, she's got 1 foul. If you can get her to pick up 2 quick fouls in the third quarter, where do you go from there? So good draw up by Coach Baker and going one-on-one with her. And then, the thing about it is knock down 2 or 3 more threes. Holcomb, when you look down through here, she doesn't have a 3. She does have 3 buckets, but no threes, and she's had some good looks 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
So normally, like Jim said, she shoots 40% from 3.
Yeah.
So you would expect the next 2 or 3 is probably going to go down.
And you look at Knott County Central, they have 2 or 3 weapons from the outside.
Yes. Yeah, Bentley,
and,
Bentley's had some good looks over there.
All the kids that come in and play for them, all that's been in the game tonight, they're capable of getting a bucket, and they play. Their defense, I think, is picked up. I just think the Cougars have improved about taking care of the ball and passing the basketball. You notice a lot of bounce passes out here half court, and that helps if you get your body to protect the basketball. So what's the scoring for this half anyway?
But, the thing about it is, just to add one more point, too, is that they've only had 1 opportunity, Knott Central's defense, where they've had a live ball that leads to an easy lay-in down on the other end. So that's something they do. But for Knott County Central, we had Danny McElawrence with a 3. Kyra McElawrence, who I've mentioned, had 19. Drew Reed had 4. Conley played, did not score. Feltner had a 3. So Bentley had 5. Samara Bailey did not score, but she did other things for a total of 34 points, 19 in the first quarter, 15 in the second quarter for a total of 34. Letcher County Central, Holcomb had 6. Pavlik played but did not score. Caudle had 6. Dameron played, did not score. Anna Hatton played, did not score. Jaylee Wright played, did not score. Kaylee Baker played, did not score. Scarlett Stamper had 6. Allie Bailey had 6. In the first quarter, they had 9. 15 in the second quarter for a total of 24 points, guys.
Yep. Want you to stay with us. We're just a little over a minute to getting the second half started, so we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have that start. It's 34-24. Got a good one in Whitesburg. Stay with us.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
This is the 4th app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?
Welcome back. Third quarter just about ready to start here at Letcher County Central High School. Jim McCauley, Manus Blair, Dave Adams, Josh Corning on controls, Jeremy Woolham on the camera. We got the crew here, guys. We're ready for basketball all night if we need to be.
Best looking cameraman in the region.
He knows his stuff.
He does
pal.
know his stuff.
He knows his stuff. And it looks like now Cougars will have the basketball. Get it started back, guys.
They will, and it looks like it'll be the original starting lineups for both teams. As official Brian Napier looks up, makes sure the clock has been reset. And here we go, guys.
Boy, Knott County really extending that defense out, looking to trap now.
And nice job of Stamper stepping up in the middle of the floor. Nobody's going to stop her, but she misses it, and rebound's going to come down to Bailey. And we don't want to beat a dead horse to death, but you got to make those buckets around the goal.
Yep.
Reed, nice screen by Bailey. Bailey gives it back to McElharnitz. Into the lane. Dameron being matched up on McElharnitz. As Letcher Central will play man-to-man. Knott Central with a little weave going here. Kind of has the Patriots a little bit bum-fuzzled. Reed breaks it down, gives it up to Bailey, and Cottle's there for the weak side defense, and she steals the basketball. Stamper tries to cross over, and there's Danny McElharnitz with a steal. Goes into the lane, cuts her off. Cottle with a nice job. Nice job by Holcomb using the right hand, and it's going to be a tie-up, but it will stay with Knott County Central.
Cougars come out, good pressure defense out front. Knott Central trying to look to maybe go off as a screen. They're going to have to set a screen maybe at top to give some spacing.
Nice crossover by Reed. Left hand doesn't get it above. Throws it. Stamper, I thought she'd thrown it away. Cottle is fouled, and that foul is going to go against Danny McElharnitz, and that will be her first.
You can live with that as a coach. Effort foul there.
You know, Knott Central, I noticed down here, really opening the lane up, though. It's you know, the Bailey's coming out a long way on Samara and leaving a lot of room under the go.
Bailey trying to get position down there against Bailey. Like the taking the deep breath. Reed works out. She can't pick up that third foul real quickly here in the third quarter. Changes dramatically what goes on when Reed's not on the floor as far as defense. Bailey gives it up to Holcomb. She fakes, goes around Reed, floater off the board and good.
Nice 10-footer. Really liking this part of Holcomb's game. You know, everybody scouts her as a three-point set shooter, and she's putting the ball on the floor and getting in there.
On the floor, you're right.
Baker goes back to Letcher Central to the 2-3. Bailey with a kick out. McElharnitz to the baseline, and she steps on the baseline, and that'll be a turnover on Knott County Central. Dameron being physical on the baseline.
That's why I brought up the screen, guys. I'm wondering if they're going to set those to give a little space.
Stamper goes straight into Bailey, and Bailey knocks it out of bounds. But that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
You trying to get Bailey to pick up a few fouls as Baker will get off the bench, and she will come in for Stamper.
Now, the one thing that Baker can do that Stamper's not been really proficient is hit the outside shot and the jump shot.
Yep.
You know,
goes into Bailey. Nowhere to go. Dameron with a jumper. Doesn't go. Rebound to McElharnitz. Pushing it up in the middle of the floor.
They better cut her off.
Stutter and back, and it's going to be a block on Holcomb, and that will be her second.
Ball be thrown in under the basket, looks like.
Triple screen for McElawrence out front. Reed will shoot the three, and it's long. Rebound's going to come down to Baker. Crossover in the middle of the floor. Looking at the floor, doesn't have anything. Cottle, crossover dribble, bounce pass into Bailey. And it's going to be a block by Bailey, but she's going to pick up the foul, and that'll be Samara Bailey's first. And that will send Allie Bailey to the line.
Cottle, a nice pass. The bounce pass, it was down low only where her man could get it.
Either she's going to catch it or it's going to go out of bounds.
Absolutely.
So, first one is good.
(34-27), 4:49. Third quarter from Letcher County Central High School.
Second one, Rosen doesn't go. Rebound to McElawrence. Looks up to Bentley for the open three, and it's going to be long. There's the McElawrence girls battling for it, and they get it. Turns, and that's going to be an offensive foul as the shoulder was raised on Dameron, and Kyra McElawrence will pick up her second foul.
Yeah, Dameron took one right in the chops right there.
It looks like we're going to have a timeout, and that's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take one as well. 34-27. We're coming back.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Heinemann Pharmacy, located inside the new Heinemann Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Heinemann Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Heinemann Bypass. Call the Heinemann Pharmacy at 785-0513.
In Kentucky, we understand what matters: family, friends, community. But sometimes we hurt. At Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, we believe in hope, and Mountain's behavioral health professionals want to be there for you every step of the way. Together, we can overcome the challenges of depression, PTSD, addiction, and so much more. With behavioral health centers throughout Kentucky, your story of recovery begins at Mountain Comprehensive Care Center.
34-27, 4:36 to go in the third quarter. Cougars will have the basketball as we resume play.
And Knott County Central comes out in the 2-2-1 pressure. Let's see how Letcher Central does anything with it. Cottle straight to the rack, misses it. McElawrence may have gotten a touch on it, but it's going to be thrown away by Knott County, and it'll be Letcher Central basketball. Letcher Central with a basket could draw as close as they have been the whole second and third quarter. Pass over to Baker, goes in, left hand off the board and good.
Nice move. Hey, Jim, left hand off the board.
And I like that she extended her arm out to get separation from Bailey in a 5-point game.
Got to get McElawrence. A shot goes in, and it's knocked by Allie Bailey, and it's going to be knocked away and stolen by Holcomb. Baker with the basketball out front.
Patriots really pressuring the basketball.
Yes, they do. They like pressuring out front, no question about it.
Bailey came out to relieve some of the pressure from the man-to-man of the Lady Patriots. And it's going to be knocked away from Holcomb.
You know, a lot of times you see the guards from Letcher Central, though, instead of attacking, they want to back away, and that just allows more and more pressure from the defense.
Well, you got to go north and south instead of east and west. And it's going to be stolen by McElawrence. She's 1 against 3. She splits them up and doesn't go. And it was a foul on the floor, and that's on Dameron.
Good defense down here by Knott County, but Letcher County, too many people, one at each elbow, and then the ball handler come, and there was no space there. So one person, Manus, was guarding 3.
Conglomeration. McElawrence with a I thought it was a Dirk Nowinski there for a second.
Yeah.
It doesn't go for her. Dameron with the basketball gives it up to Baker. Bailey trying to get position underneath, and it's going to be a 30-second timeout by Coach Baker.
Bumper Adams just messaged and said he is enjoying the game, enjoying us, and he's sitting in his recliner.
I wonder what Bumper, I know he's got a Pepsi right now, and it's full of ice. But that bologna sandwich, I'm wondering if it is stacked.
Oh, yeah.
You know, all the trims. I know he will let us know.
A double-hander.
Yep. Ryan Farmer, our buddy over in Hyden. How are you, my man? Glad to have you along tonight. David Ritchie down on Route 30 in Breathitt County. It's always good to hear from him. And Dixon over at Lots Creek. And we'll get to everybody as soon as we can here.
And nice words by Miss Roberta Waddell.
Miss Roberta Waddell Dewey. I'm telling you, it's always good to.
I appreciate what you said about it.
Yeah. Hey, big fan, watches most of the games, if not all of them, guys.
Yes.
She's always tuned in.
They, you know, one thing about it, our loyal listeners and watchers are there every game.
Yeah, we
regardless
appreciate
who's
them.
playing. Cottle picks her dribble up, able to get it to Dameron. Dameron turns, faces the goal, nowhere to go, turns back, and makes it on the baseline.
That was a tough shot, guys. That's good defense. Had her covered. Just a good spin, hits the shot.
And, guys, we're down to a 3-point game. Gives it up to Bailey. Bailey is fouled and puts it in as Baker fouled her on the way up.
Bailey, a nice touch there off the glass, but like the ball movement by Knott County to get it down to get that quick shot.
And that was Reed that dumped it in there to
Yeah.
her. All she had to do is put it off the board. First shot is long. Rebound's going to come down to Dameron. Nice job of holding up before she went across the half line. Turnover as Bailey will steal it.
Yeah, nice save by Samara there at the baseline to kick it back.
McElhorn's from way downtown, misses it. Nice rebound by Baker to the middle of the lane. Knocked away from behind by Danny McElhorn's. Got to be aware in the middle of the floor of defenders coming from behind. As Coach Huff says, let's run this and let's see what comes about. And McElhorn's with a long three doesn't go. Molly Cottle with the rebound. Dameron straight into Bailey, who's way up at the high post, but she turns, nowhere to go. Then tries to get repositioned and does. She's going straight in, and it's going to be blocked out of bounds by Bailey.
Not a bad idea, though. Back in and try to create some space.
Hatton in for Baker, and looks like Conley will come in for Bentley.
Baker came in and did a pretty good job, guys. She had the one turnover, but played hard.
Bailey straight into Bailey, and it's blocked by Samara Bailey. And the rebound's going to come to McElhorn's. Kyra McElhorn's deep, but unable to get it to her. Goes into Bailey, trapped on the baseline. And Cottle's going to get called for overguarding, and that will be her first.
Under a minute, 36-31.
Next foul on Letcher Central will result in 2 foul shots. Kick goes to McElhorn's. Left hand goes up. It rolls, and goes.
Gets the roll.
She's just a shooter, guys. Just
Yeah,
got that
she
touch.
is. Nice shooter. Shoots it extremely well.
And that's her first 2 of the third quarter, giving her 21. Holcomb with the dribble.
Nice job by Holcomb.
It goes into Hatton. Holcomb with a long three, doesn't go. Rebounds knocked away by Bailey out of bounds, and it will go to Knott County Central. Baker will come in for Holcomb to give her a quick break.
26 seconds. Knott Central, if they get the open shot, they'll put it up.
Oh, my. You just said it.
Yeah,
Coach Baker will not like that.
Wide open and
fell asleep on it. After they got within 3, they went on a 7-0 run. Dameron is stripped, gets back to her, 3 seconds. Got to put it up. Nobody's going to get it off.
We've played 3 at Letcher Central, 41-31, Knott County over Letcher. We're going to take a break. 4th quarter coming up. Stay with us.
We have determined that you have early onset Alzheimer's disease.
Why me? How could I have prevented this?
Research shows that reducing stress levels, not partaking in substance abuse, and being aware of safety measures are a few ways to prevent it.
So how quickly can this progress?
There's no definitive timeline. Everyone is different.
In today's world, staying connected is more important than ever. We're not just here to sell you a plan or a phone. We're here to serve you because we live and work right here in the communities we call home. At Appalachian Wireless, you're not just another customer. You're our neighbor, a friend, and a part of our family. We're here to keep you connected to what matters most. Because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
41-31, 4th quarter. Guys, if you're the Cougars, you in this thing, you've got to hit some buckets and put somebody on McElharney.
Yeah, big shout out to April Shepard, April Morrell, watching this game at home. Said she enjoyed listening to you guys.
Well, glad to have her along here on Hometown 24 tonight.
And my old buddy Tim Eldridge down in London is tuning in.
Well, good to have him as well.
Stamper, McElharney's playing off of her, respecting her ability to drive to the basket. Cottle gives it up to Bailey, who faces, doesn't have anybody. Cottle goes deep and kind of forced that one just a little bit. Danny McElharney, nobody stops the basketball. She goes in and puts it in.
Nice take by young McElharney.
Yep, used the board, got the bucket.
Give her 5. Patriots on a 9-0 run. Cottle with a 3.
Wow.
Well, she's a nice shooter, guys. I've been impressed
she catches
with her.
and gathers herself in one motion and gets that shot off very smooth.
Been impressed with her tonight. Got a good follow through, go straight up.
And that's her 3rd 3 of the night.
Yeah.
That was a much needed to stop the run. And McElharney's bodied up by Dameron. Doesn't get the call. Dameron loses the basketball. McElharney's with a 3. Doesn't go. Stamper with the rebound. Holcomb with a nice box out against Conley. Pressure being put on Holcomb out there, as Jim Bobby said numerous times already tonight. Holcomb goes in, and it's blocked by Bailey.
Need to go in stronger now. Go at the defensive player.
McElharney straight in, and she is going to be fouled.
That's what she just did. She went straight into the defender. That's what you
make
gotta
the
do.
defensive player make a decision. What are they going to do?
Right.
And McElharney will go to the line where she is an 80% free throw shooter. Well, you put the pressure on the official to make a call.
Yes, yeah. You know, the guys in the 14th region, when they find out, and they all know Danny's a 7th grader.
Mm-hmm.
That's a long time. They're going to be dealing with this young lady because she's going to be a player.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, she is. Handles the ball very well and shoots it extremely well.
Give her 6. Man-to-man pressure by.
Better get it.
Yep, got to be moving quick as Cottle gets it to Stamper. Stamper goes in.
Nice pass.
And lays it in by Bailey.
Nice play there. 6 minutes, 44-36. 8-point lead by the Patriots.
It's a lot of space down there.
McElharney turns, faces, bodied up, but puts it off the board and puts it in.
Well, she's having herself a ball game.
Got 26 on the night.
McElharney is tough, guys, when she gets to go up with that basketball and fall through.
And that's going to be a foul on Danny McElharney, and that'll be her 2nd.
Looks like Bentley will come back in and Drew Reed will get a break. Minus.
Reed plays so hard on the defensive end.
She don't take many seconds off.
No,
Reed
she
don't
does
when
not.
she's on the floor. She makes the best of it.
And, you know, I'm watching Conley, who is putting a lot of pressure on the basketball. Stamper, here she goes. Steps through. Stamper will turn, and it's blocked by McElawrence. Cottle to the baseline, gives it up to Stamper. Stamper goes up, and it's blocked by Bailey. Knocked away from Bailey, but she retains it as we go to the 5-minute mark. Yep. And it's dribbled on the sideline, and that will be a turnover on the Lady Patriots.
You know, that's the thing. The Cougars, when the ball gets in the high post like that where Scarlett has it, somebody's got to cut to the go. You know, they're coming up to pick her up. It'd be a layup.
And
too crowded, ball was lost, and you only got one way to go there.
a lot of contact in the center of the floor.
Yes, they were. 4:45, clock running.
And it's knocked away by Dameron, and it's stolen. She's got the angle on McElawrence, goes through. Nice job by McElawrence to cause her to lose it. Bentley behind the defense, and she will lay it in.
That's a backbreaker, guys. You have a layup the other end.
4-point swing right there.
4-point swing, absolutely. And that's little things like that's been the difference so far in this game.
Stamper saves the turnover, but it's taken away from her by Conley as she went to the floor. McElawrence straight to the lane and knocked away, and it will stay with the Lady Patriots. Bentley not been able to get it in, but a timeout, a 30-second timeout by Coach Huff.
We'll just leave that here, guys, with 4:01 to go in the ball game. Want to remind everyone coming up after this one, about 20 minutes, we'll have the boys contest, Letcher Central and Knott Central going at it. And looking forward to that. See if the Cougars keep improving with their program. I have to say, we've seen Knott Central play. We know they're a good ball club.
You know, I saw Mason Boggs still with the boot on his foot down here for Letcher Central, which is, you know, puts them a little bit shallow with their point guards. You know, that makes one player to play it.
That's true. But, guys, so far in this game, too, we know what we expected out of the Lady Patriots. But I thought Letcher Central has made some improvements, guys, on their team. Yeah.
Well, you know, the thing about it is it's all about the defensive end, turnovers.
Right.
You know, I think they pretty much held pat with on the rebounding, on each rebounding side. The difference has been Knott Central's been able to knock those threes down, and McElawrence has been able to score.
Yeah, she's probably shooting at about a 75% clip right now. Letcher Central did a great job so far cutting down their turnovers from the last few games.
Rolling there. They had Bailey, tries to go into Bailey, and Dameron will take it away. Dameron with the avenue straight in, and there's going to be a foul called on Conley as Dameron was going up to shoot the basketball.
I thought Dameron did a nice job that time, Jim, of going at the defender that time, you know.
0 for 2 on the evening from the free throw line.
Right there is a part of the game, free throw shooting. You know, I've seen that all season. You guys have too. Used to back in just a few years back, you've seen a lot of kids making those. And I wonder if they only work on their free throw shooting in practice.
Well, you know, and I don't mean to have something to add to this, but they were talking about, you know, how changing the fouls to the quarters has impacted free throw shooting. Now, I don't know what the court court chorality would be to that, but what do you think, Manus?
Well, when it comes down to shooting and the number of free throws have actually in most games that we've done has been lower than what you typically had 3 years ago. To answer David's question about a lot of kids, you have the availability that I did not have, that you could shoot free throws anytime you wanted to shoot them. And that didn't include practice because you worked on other things during practice. But tonight, Letcher Central is 2 for 8 from the free throw line. So, once again, it allows you to feel better about yourself when you're making free throws. And in this case, it allows you to set up in full court pressure.
It looks like the Patriots will put it in play, and we've started back with 3:50 to go in the ball game.
And Conley doesn't get it across just in time. Bentley with a pump fake, the 3 shot, and doesn't go. Rebound's going to come down to Caudle.
Now, Caudle has played tough tonight, guys, for a youngster. I've been impressed with her shooting, too, way out on the floor. She's hit 3 20-footers and has really handled the ball well to be pressured so well.
And, the thing about it is Caudle, she is just a sophomore.
Yeah.
It really goes hard for those 50-50 balls.
Yeah.
That's something I really like. She scraps.
Or you see Reed for Knott County back in the game, and you can bet they'll get the effort out of her playing defense, no question about it.
Bailey brings Samara Bailey away from the goal.
Yes.
Trying to open up the lane a little bit for Letcher County Central. Kick out and they'll reset, and like David said, a little bit too not a good space did Letcher Central have on their offensive set. Dameron with a 15-footer banks it in.
That's a nice touch.
Yeah, man, you can get those jump shots all day,
That was set up by the screen. Dameron with 5.
I think you'll see Knott Central maybe do a little patient work here and
guys, I think Letcher Central half was in zone and half was in man-to-man just then. And Holcomb will steal the handoff. Looking up the floor, nobody to get the basketball to. Hands off to Dameron. Gives it up to Caudle. Caudle thought about it for just a second. As we near the 2-minute mark.
Yeah, going to have to have a little sense of urgency from the Lady Cougars.
Yep. Dameron hears you, and she throws it off the board, misses it, gets her own rebound, and is blocked by Bailey from behind.
Bailey orders a lot of shots in there.
She's got something you just don't teach. It's called height.
Yep.
She's got that.
And looks like Coach Huff is going to, and that's going to be a foul, as Dameron probably heard her Coach Huff say, let's run a little clock. And that's going to be a foul on Dameron. And that's going to be her second foul. Both teams with 3 team fouls, so it's going to take 2 more before anybody goes to the free throw line. And that's going to be a timeout for Coach Huff. And it's going to be a 30, looks like, David.
Here, so.
Got Shelby Valley coach Matt Taylor listening in, says,
Hey.
Manus, you and David are the best.
You mean he didn't mention Manus?
He said, you and Manus are the best.
He didn't mention you?
I'm low man on totem pole, guys.
That just is not right.
I mean, half the time they won't even turn my mic on half the time.
I paid him to say that.
Okay.
Coach Taylor, hard worker, guys, was here last year at Letcher Central, did a great job, and wherever he goes, he works extremely hard and gets the most out of his kids.
And you know the thing about it is with Shelby Valley, don't sleep on them. 15th region, very, very, very competitive this year.
That Paintsville Martin County game last night was a dandy.
Oh yeah,
a dandy.
Knott County will try to inbound here and get started back.
And Dameron is bodying up McElroy. She goes through, and it's going to be an offensive foul on Kyra McElroy, and that's going to be her third as Cottle took the charge.
And, you know, it would have been a block, but McElroy dropped her forearm and extended a little right there.
Dameron throws it in, and it's going to go off of Holcomb, and it's going to be a turnover. Out down to picking who they're going to foul. It comes into McElroy, and she throws it to Bailey, and the foul is going to be called on Pavlik. And it will be one more team foul on each before they shoot the double bonus. When you look out there for Knott County Central, it's going to be tough to pick out. I think you'll have to foul Bailey based on the percentages. McElroy goes in, and it's going to be a jump ball call.
Looks like Patriots will inbound with minute 24.
And they got to hustle with it. Comes into Conley, back to Bentley, and they'll throw it back out to Reed, and she'll backtrack with her dribble. Valuable time beating away.
Conley going to have to foul right here.
Yeah. Conley did a smart thing, or she had a lane that she could have went, but she knew that.
And Coach Baker is asking them to come out, and they're giving Reed. She's dribbled away 15 seconds, and Baker finally fouls.
Yeah, way too much time off the clock on that possession.
And that will send Reed to the line where she is a 58% free throw shooter. So she is one of the people that you probably on your little sheet, that's who you were told to foul. First one's up, and she makes it. She says so much for that 58%.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of 50% this year. It turned out to be net.
More than
I've
50.
noticed that.
And she makes the second one. Give her 6.
39 to 50. 55 seconds to go.
Cougars got to get one off quick here.
Yeah, they do.
Affleck goes in, and it's stolen by Reed. And Reed will pull it up smartly and run clock. But she throws it away. Dameron with it, goes in and misses it. Pavlik has it. She is fouled, and she will go to the line.
Hey, a shout out to my work mom, Martha Whitaker. Her and Cassie Stamper are watching the game from Georgetown, Kentucky.
Georgetown.
Howdy,
That
ladies.
Cassie's one fine lady. Nice lady she is.
Pavlik will roll it in.
Went to school over to Alice Lloyd, and you could not beat Cassie. Just a great person, and was glad to have her.
Pavlik with a second, and it will
Nice
go,
shot.
which will let them set the press up. Comes into Conley, straight to McElroy. McElroy is fouled by Holcomb, and that'll be her third. And believe it or not, these are Kyra's first 2 free throws on the night.
That is a surprise.
Very, because she goes to the line a pretty good amount.
Yeah, she does.
First one is good.
Good follow through there. McElroy.
And she shoots 81% on the season as Bailey will go out and Danny McElroy will come in.
Have you guys heard if she signed with anybody yet?
Pikeville? U-Pike? We'll
I'll
check
have to
that
look
out.
that
I'm
up.
thinking maybe U-Pike she is signed with.
Somebody's getting a dandy.
Yeah, they are.
And she makes the second of 2. Token pressure on Letcher Central. Slow down them getting the ball into the front court, and it will go off Cottle, and it'll be a turnover. I think Letcher Central just ran out a little steam
They
here
did,
in the
but they
fourth
can hang
quarter.
their head high. They've made a lot of improvements, guys, and played a good ball team. One of the top teams in this region, no
It's
question
going to be
about it.
stolen, and Pavlik will lay it in and a timeout.
Well, I can't remember the exact score from, do you remember, Manus, the first time these two teams met?
62-24.
A lot of improvements made there.
That is dramatic, Mr. Adams, and I am not a math person.
It doesn't take a real good math person to figure that out.
And Bumper Adams is saying there you've got two social studies teachers talking about math.
Well, fingers
Did
and
he
toes.
say that?
He said that. I heard him all the way down from between the bridges.
How about our buddy Dexter Campbell? How's he getting
Dexter
along?
Campbell called me about baseball cards the other night, so he's into baseball cards.
Tick Lewis, is he in the house tonight or watching at home? I'm sure we'll get a message letting us know. Sonny Frazier's in Jenkins on the couch with a big RC and a moon pie. I know he is.
Coach Baker will have a lot of good things from his team to watch on video and still some corrections to make.
Yes, he will.
And, you know, it's hard for Coach Huff to get his or her team up when, you know, you've defeated your rival 62-24.
Yes, it is.
So
yes, it is.
Into McLaurin. It's stolen by Pavlik. She gives it up to Hatton. Hatton off the board and good.
Nice play there with 12 seconds to go. The lead's at 7.
And McLaurin goes to the floor, and they're going to call a foul on Holcomb, and that'll be her fourth. A little bit too little, not enough in a short amount of time, but and they're saying their field, so I missed one somewhere.
Had a good ball game tonight, guys. She played hard. She hustled on defense, handled the ball well for her team, and
she had 8 points. Did not have a three-pointer, which is very rare.
I don't know if I can remember a game that she hasn't had a 3 in this year.
McLaurin will shoot, and she will make the first of 2. And I would think that she would be our
I would think so. Our Alice Lloyd College player of the game.
Guys, I'd give it to her twice if I could.
Yeah. She deserved it. She's played a good ball game tonight.
She's got 30 on tonight as Dameron will go straight in, and it will count.
Yep. And that's going to be her final score, 54-47. A good ball game here at Letcher Central tonight by both teams. So we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk a little more basketball. Remember, we got the guys coming up in about 20 minutes, but we'll take a break and we'll talk a little basketball and maybe try to find out some scores, Manus, in the area. See, most of the games are to be getting underway about right now, so we'll look at that. Stay with us here on Hometown 24. We're coming back.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best. Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Just want to watch the game.
That turn on the ceiling fan. Use the gray remote. Hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
Welcome back to Whitesburg, home of Letcher County Central High School. First game in the books tonight. Second game will be coming up in about 18 minutes. You're on Hometown 24, be Knott County Central and Letcher County Central. Kyra McAlawrence will join us now, who shot the nets off in Whitesburg tonight.
Oh, we got to get the fire extinguisher out.
Oh, my. Well, Kyra, tell us about how the team is doing right now. And tonight, I know, was a night that you all have already played Letcher Central once, and you kind of laid it on them pretty good the first time. And what you meant was the team overlooking this game a little bit. I thought you played hard defense, though.
No, we definitely wasn't overlooking the game. I think it was two completely different teams from the beginning of the season that was playing. They're playing better basketball right now, and I think we're playing at a pretty good pace. And the energy was there tonight. Both teams really were competitive and played their best, and it looked good. It was a good game.
Yes, it was.
Now, Kyra, I had a chance to watch your mom play in high school and college. I've known your dad a long time. So who do you get the shooting from?
I don't know. I hear they were both pretty good, so I
watched your mom shoot. Now, she was a defender, and she would throw an elbow. But now I believe you might have her in the shooting department.
They both put in plenty of work with me, so I give credit to both of them.
That's a very good thing to say. So let's think about not here, but next year. I talked to your dad, and you signed with UPOC?
Yeah.
Now they're getting a dandy over there. Are you excited about the next level of your game?
I'm very excited, but I try not to think about it too much right now. I'm really loving what I'm doing right now with these girls and my senior year, and just want to make every moment count.
And your mom has one of those rings, doesn't she?
Oh, yeah, she does.
Wouldn't it be nice to have one for yourself?
I would love to have one for myself.
Kyra, let's talk about this team this year. Your all's defenses seem like you do very well pressuring all over.
That's really what we try to do to get games going, is start it off strong on the defensive end and really just play hard, and no matter the outcome, we want to play good defense.
I noticed in the half-court structure as well, your all's defense, you help out extremely well.
I mean, plenty of shell drill and just help man defense, and even if we're in a zone defense, we're sucking in, getting out on shooters. I think we did a pretty good job on either one.
You know, we've got to see a lot of teams in the region because we travel and do these games, and I know you all played several teams in the region. If you had to pick 4 teams out, Kyra.
Woo, putting you on the spot.
That's definitely on the spot. I've watched a lot of basketball here lately. I definitely think Letcher's right in there. and us, Hazard and Perry. I'd like to say Owsley's doing good. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I can name about 6 or 7
I'll
teams.
tell you what, Breathitt County's a team.
We play them Friday, so yeah.
They're coming on a little bit. The Combs girls handling the ball
do
well
good,
for them. Now, Estill County, they will fool
I
you.
haven't got to see them much, yeah.
They have 2 or 3 ball handlers.
Yeah.
They can shoot it well. They don't make many mistakes.
They're a very solid ball team. I played them, last year twice.
Yeah.
They're very competitive and have good pieces.
Yeah. One more thing before you go, and tell me about the experience of playing with your sister. I think that is probably one of the coolest things, watching when she gets the ball, she's looking for you. And, how is that? And does it lead to any kind of conflict at home at times?
No, we've never had a problem at home. She does great. I have no complaints with her. I just love seeing her play hard. She just plays so hard, and sometimes I think to myself, I wish I could play like that. So
You're not going to get any complaints at home. She's taller than her, Tim Bob.
She's grown a lot. She'll catch me soon.
Hey, I'm very impressed with her. She can dribble left to right. She's doing a lot of good things.
Shooting 40% from the three-point line right now.
Tonight I would have liked to see her shoot a little bit better, but
Well, it's kind of hard when Big Sis is knocking down everything she's throwing up.
Yeah.
Couldn't have done that without her passes, I guess.
Listen, I think that when ball's over, politics could be your thing.
Hey, why not?
You're being political on everything you do. Very impressed. And Kyra, we've got a chance to watch you grow up. And for us, senior year, culminate to how you're playing, we cheer for all the kids.
Yeah.
And it's so awesome to see what kind of performances and knowing what kind of young lady you are. Knowing your parents, for me, very special to see how you're doing.
She was brought up right,
yes,
my friend.
She was.
Thank you, guys. That means a lot.
Kyra McAlawrence is our Alsloyd College Player of the Game. She shot the lights out. They changed the nets right after the game tonight. So thanks for coming by. We appreciate it. Alsloyd College Player of the Game. We're going to take a break. We got the men's game not too far off, so be sure you stay with us.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
This is the 4th app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Heinemann Pharmacy, located inside the new Heinemann Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Heinemann Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Heinemann Bypass. Call the Heinemann Pharmacy at 785-0513.
In Kentucky, we understand what matters: family, friends, community. But sometimes we hurt. At Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, we believe in hope, and Mountain's behavioral health professionals want to be there for you every step of the way. Together, we can overcome the challenges of depression, PTSD, addiction, and so much more. With behavioral health centers throughout Kentucky, your story of recovery begins at Mountain Comprehensive Care Center.
We have determined that you have early onset Alzheimer's disease.
Why me? How could I have prevented this?
Research shows that reducing stress levels, not partaking in substance abuse, and being aware of safety measures are a few ways to prevent it.
So how quickly can this progress?
There's no definitive timeline. Everyone is different.
In today's world, staying connected is more important than ever. We're not just here to sell you a plan or a phone. We're here to serve you because we live and work right here in the communities we call home. At Appalachian Wireless, you're not just another customer. You're our neighbor, a friend, and a part of our family. We're here to keep you connected to what matters most. Because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best. Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
Hi, I'm attorney David Jones. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Welcome back to Letcher County Central High School for our second game tonight. First game in the books and a good ball game we got to see. Second game is about 15 minutes away. We've had a uniform situation problem. Team, we're having to wait till the jerseys can be switched, so that's going to take about another 5 to 10 minutes in case you're wondering what's going on. So we're about really 15 minutes away from getting the game started unless they have come up with a jersey. I'm not sure, but as of right now, that's what we were told. We're going to be a little later than the 5 minutes. Let's just say that so we'll know. So. We'll keep you updated and we'll keep you informed and break in and let you know. But we do have a ball game, and it will take place here at Letcher County Central Gym, and it will be the Cougars and the Patriots as soon as we get everything ready.
Yeah, it's going to be a really good game.
I think so.
You know, the first game, you know, really impressed with both teams.
Yeah.
You know, after, you know, losing by, 35 the first time, Lady Cougars come out, and really you could tell that they have corrected a lot of mistakes. And we knew this year for them would be a learning curve.
Yeah.
But we also know Keith Baker is going to be ready tournament time.
Yeah. You know, like Kyra McElorn said.
Different team.
These are two different teams, and they're getting ready for their run. They're getting ready for their tournament. So look out for both of these teams. They're playing good basketball right now.
And you know, say Kyra McElorn, what more can you say? I mean, incredible game. I don't total points that she had, I'm not for sure. I think 29 or 30. I don't have the stats. Manus has got those, but awesome young lady during the interview, said all the right things.
Yeah.
You know, it's very impressed with both of these teams, and it would not surprise me at all, David, on the final night of the regional tournament, these two meet again.
Yeah, I think they've got, they're playing good basketball. Knott Central is a tough team. They got some big matchups that causes problems for people, and they're going to have to be dealt with when the tournament comes.
Oh, yeah.
Because when you can hit that bucket, that means a lot.
Now, David, we got,
and if you look at those teams, you will see, Jim, that both of those teams have made changes from the start of the season. Mm-hmm. And like Knott Central is pressuring the ball more in the 80, not the 84, but at midcourt, they really put pressure on people. Joining us now is Coach Megan Huff, and we caught her coming by and asked her, we invited her on, and she said, guys, I'd love to be on Hometown 24. Coach, tell us how the season's going. We know in the region you've been a hard matchup for anybody.
It's been a really good season, a fun season. Got really good kids and good basketball players, and just trying to enjoy every moment.
No,
honestly.
Well, you see the girls, regardless, you see a lot of smiles. And, as a former coach, culture on a team is probably the most, we want our kids all to play well, but culture breeds that. And it looks like you've got great culture on your team.
Great culture is a whole lot easier with great kids. And I've got some really awesome kids. I don't know how else to say it, but they're just really great people and really great basketball players.
I noticed the defense tone this year has picked up from last season. You have better defensive pressure in a lot of spots on the court.
That's that's kind of naturally became our identity. We had a lot of new pieces this year, but about halfway through the season, I said, well, we can guard people. So that's kind of what we've been going with, and they've done a good job. It's not perfect. There's still things we need to work on, rotations and things like that. But they've really bought into sitting down and trying to guard somebody.
Right. Well, you're long and athletic across the board.
Yeah.
And, when you've got McElornis up front, you've got Bailey in the back. I mean, that's good size for 14th Region basketball.
Yeah, Bailey's been sometimes, she'll have 2 or 3 points, but she'll also have 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks.
Yeah.
So, and takes pride in that role and really loves doing that. So she's been big for us, and
Well,
she's another great kid.
Yeah, and she alters so many shots, even if she doesn't block.
Right.
You know, when you're 6 foot with that wingspan, you know, we talked about that. That's something that you can't. There's nothing that a coach can do.
She's got good timing. She usually doesn't bring her arms down.
And she doesn't jump a lot.
She don't have to.
Yep. And it makes a big difference in the foul. She had one foul tonight.
Yeah.
I think so.
That's impressive.
I noticed your spacing on the floor was good too. You always have somebody, if they're doubled, you got good relief. I was very impressed with how they run their structure on their spacing and all that.
They got a little wild on me there in the third, a few possessions, but they got it together.
Imagine 18 and 17 and 16-year-old getting like
but I told them in the locker room, I said, you know, it's hard to win over here, and I knew it was going to be a war, and it was.
Yeah.
It's just a hard environment to play in. We've got some kids who've never played in environments like this. So
but it preps you for tournament time.
yeah, that's what I told them. I said, you know, you did what it took to win, and I'm proud of that. And you got to give a nod to Coach Keith Baker and how his teams came along. They're playing really good basketball, like they usually do.
They've improved a lot. They are. Looking at your schedule, who you got left?
Got Breath at Friday.
You got Breath at Friday.
Powell Saturday.
Powell Saturday.
Next week is, I think, JBS and Pineville, maybe.
Yes, Pineville.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got 4 or 5 games left, and then the tournament will be coming up. The district will be
here.
Is it here?
Yeah.
Okay, at Letcher Central, and you have probably finished tonight with the 1 seed. No question about it, I would think.
We have one more game left against JBS.
Yeah.
Before anything official.
Yeah, and then the unofficial, if you're talking tonight, you and Letcher will go separate brackets, so that's the way it's been for many years here, so we're kind of used to that. JBS trying to build a team, and Cordia trying to build a team up, and but it's been that way for quite a few years.
You know, man, we've talked, and I don't mean to talk over you, David. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I have never seen, you know, we feel like that you guys are probably here and everybody else is just a little bit below you, but I've never seen so much parity in that second tier of teams in the 14th region as there are this year. I mean, we've watched everybody.
Yeah.
And on any given night, any of those teams can beat the other team.
On any given night, we can be beat. Our kids know that. I know that. They played well in the region. The record speaks for itself, but we have a lot of respect for those other teams, some that we've played and a couple that we've not yet. We're really just focused on us. What can we do to put ourselves in the best position to win the region?
And that's what you have to do as a coach.
I noticed your team, Coach, and all the teams that we've watched, you probably have the best threat for shooting the 3 ball than anybody else overall.
They can. Kyra McInerney can shoot the ball. Casey Bentley is a pure shooter. Danny can throw them in. Riley Feltner can throw them in. I mean, most of the kids that play can make a 3.
Yeah.
Well, that's what makes it such a tough out, because we talk about Kyra, you know, she's a 3-level scorer. You know, you saw Letcher Central come out in the zone, and they're just like, hey, you got to make them, and guess what? You made them.
I'll tell you what, man, she's a hooper.
She is. She is. I told her, you know, I watched her mom play at NC Napier and watched her mom play at Alice Floyd.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, I watched your mom play a lot, but she couldn't shoot like you can.
No, but she could throw an elbow.
She could throw an elbow with the best of them.
She can really play the game, and it's been really a blessing to be her coach. And I've told her that throughout the year, and I hope she knows that I've just enjoyed her. She's a really good person. She loves playing basketball, and that is such a beautiful thing to me.
Yeah. Well, she gave a great interview.
Yep, thanks for coming by, Coach. We appreciate you coming by.
Thank you all.
All right, and Coach Megan Huff of the Knott County Central Lady Patriots stopping by. Hey, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll update you a little more, but we're not long off here, folks, getting this started, so you want to stay back. I understand the jerseys have arrived, so we will be starting shortly, I'm sure. Stay with us. This is Hometown 24 Sports. We're coming back.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Just want to watch the game.
Dad, turn on the ceiling fan. Use the gray remote. Hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
Welcome back to the Bank of Hyman, Hometown 24, games of the week, and girls game in the books, Manus. Now it's time for the guys, as we're just a couple minutes away from getting this started at Letcher County Central. And nice crowd come out tonight from, looks
both
like
teams.
Knott County
Both teams
brought a good crowd, and the Cougars, big crowd tonight. So good basketball night, Wednesday night.
No, like I said, there's not very many games being played tonight.
No, there's not.
So we'll see how everything transpires tonight. And we got a few injured on both teams and a few having to sit out tonight. So we'll see how everything goes and who can pick it up and make up for those people that's not playing tonight.
Absolutely. You've got a next man up. That's what they say. So
next man up.
Tim Short, how are you doing in Lexington, KY, my friend? It's always good to know that you're looking in on Hometown 24, and we really appreciate you taking time out to check in with us. And Mr. Philip Christ in the house, and we always glad to have Philip and his wife Sandy, great people, and always good to see them. And it looks like we're going to get ready for some basketball here, guys. We've had a delay, but it looks like we're going to be able to get right started close to being on time. We're about probably 10 minutes later than we normally are, so.
Yeah, we're doing just fine.
We'll try to check scores at halftime from the surrounding area if some games are going on. I know there's one in Wolfe County tonight, so we'll check on that one maybe.
We will, and we've got the starting lineups coming now for Knott County Central. Double alt, junior forward Taylon Osborne. Number 1, senior point guard Drake Sloan. Number 2, junior center Jaden Hall. Number 24, Connor Napier. And number 11, Chance Ambergy. And, of course, Knott Central is coached by Casey Huff. 15-8 on the season. Now for the homestand Letcher County Central Cougars, 10-10 on the season. Coach in his first year, Trevor Noble. As the lights are out. And David Adams is helping me out here.
We've got our flashlights out, people.
And the first person for the Cougars will be number 14, junior forward, Terry Delaney. Number 3, senior guard, Jason McCool. Number 2, junior forward, Harrison Addington. Number 33, freshman center, Jaden Wright. And number 0, senior guard, Gavin Ramsey. And once again, the Letcher Central Cougars are coached by Trevor Noble. And the same officials that called the girls' game, Dylan Fields, Brian Napier, and Jim Cecil.
Those guys do a good job. They work hard. Oh, yeah. They do an excellent job, those guys do. Well, guys, it's about that time. First quarter getting ready to start at Letcher County Central. Glad you're with us on this high school basketball night.
And the tip will go to Knott County Central. Letcher Central in a 2-3.
That doesn't surprise me.
Connor Napier starting in the place of Michael Gibson, who is not playing tonight. Connor, very good shooter from outside backdoor, and it's stolen by Terry Delaney. Looks up to Ramsey. Delaney with a 3, and it's long. Rebound's going to come down to Sloan, who did a nice job of boxing out. Osborne, who has been, we talk about upticks. Osborne is one of those players that's been on the uptick. And there's Napier for the 3, and it's going to be off. Rebound's going to come down to Ramsey.
Napier had a good look, just kind of left his hand kind of on the odd a little bit. He's a real nice shooter, shoots it well out on the floor.
Knott Central employing man-to-man. Addington still sporting that face mask. Got hit pretty hard down at Breathitt County, as y'all recall.
I think everybody got hit hard in Breathitt County, man.
We ain't going there. But anyway, as Wright goes to the floor, trips over Osborne. Delaney one-on-one against Ambergy. That's a definite matchup.
Could have spun there and bounced it to the outside low to him, and he'd had a shot.
You know, Letcher Central in this zone trying to keep those bigs from getting in the paint.
Sloan with a 3, doesn't go. Rebound's going to come down to Wright, and he's going to throw it away on the outlet.
Sloan been hitting that shot of late. He's been shooting real well.
And you know, you bring Jaden Hall up to the high post, and then he is the person who is finding the person in the zone around the perimeter. As you can see, he floats in the middle, and there you go with it, and he gets it out to Napier. Pump fakes on McCool. Jump shot, pure as gold.
Yeah, the addition of Napier coming off that injury, huge for the Patriots.
Yep, 10-footer on net to get them started.
Delaney going downhill off the board. He misses it. Rebound to Hall.
You will not see that young man miss that.
Lost it a little bit. I think it might have had a little bit of moisture on the basketball. Lost it going up. Osborne. Hall looking to get it over to Ambergy. Ambergy to the baseline, cut off by McCool. Goes through the legs of Hall, but there's Osborne off the board in the end.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about Osborne's game improvement. He's much more aggressive to the basket than he was earlier in the year.
Well, and, you know, he didn't play a whole lot last year in the varsity play, so it's taking him a while to get that going. Addington up, misses it, kicked back out, and Addington will pick it up. Back door to Delaney, puts it in. Nice pass by Wright.
Wright seen his teammate and took advantage of it.
Did not see who set that screen for Delaney, but they're just as important as the passer.
I think it was McCool, man. That's
okay. So nice job by Jason McCool setting that back screen to open up Terry Delaney into Chance Ambergy, and it's blocked by Wright. A little bit of contact. Coach Huff's wanting the foul on that one.
4-2 our score. First quarter from Letcher County Central High School.
Thought he had Ambergy, and it's going to go off the foot of Hall, out of bounds. Turnover.
Hall standing up too much. Should have bent the back, controlled the ball strong.
I think he might have been deflected, David,
yeah.
Jim.
A good crowd filtered in here for this game.
Yep. They just keep coming in. They liking that popcorn. I do too. Anyway, here goes Addington. Bounce pass to Ramsey. It's off. Chance Ambergy with a basketball, left-hand dribble. Addington does a nice job of turning. Ambergy with the three. It's long. Nice box out by Delaney. Ramsey with a rebound. Into the lane, nothing there, and he'll back it out and set the offense. McCool to the baseline, deflected by Napier, out of bounds.
Nowhere to go there.
Oh, yeah. Not much you can do once you go low on the baseline side.
Yeah. Patriots will set up here for the inbound play, leading by 2.
Baseline Addington gives it up to Ramsey. As Knott County still stays in the 2-3 after the inbounds underneath.
You know, the Cougars have got to find that second score. Delaney's as good as anybody in the region, but Cougars have got to find somebody else that's an offensive threat.
Right back there, nice pass. Patriots fell asleep.
Yeah, the offside man didn't drop, and it give the Cougars a easy bucket there to tie the game with 3 minutes first quarter.
It's kind of like in the first game. You got to know where McElornitz is, and then for the Cougars, you got to know where Terry Delaney is at all times. Pace being played at a very slow pace so far. Both teams employing patient offense. Ambergy slashes in, and it's going to be an offensive foul against Chance Ambergy.
You know, I was getting ready to say, I'm waiting to see Chance Ambergy get to the rack.
Slashing.
He slashes in, but comes in a little too aggressively and picks up the charge.
And that's the first foul of the game with 2:41 to go in the first quarter. Addington slashes in, knocked away a little bit. McCool rattles and goes.
Big three there, and the Cougars have their first lead in the ball game.
Well, you know, Jim has said it several times, David, in the games we've done with the Cougars, that Jason McCool needs to look for his shot.
Yeah, not a bad shooter at all, and he's really not taking a lot of shots this year.
Napier gives it to Sloan, tries to go in, it's knocked away, and it's going to be a tie-up, and that tie-up will go to Letcher Central. Turnover, Knott County.
Cougars matching up in the zone, and they are coming out, guys, so they're having pressure on the ball, and Coach Huff, maybe you might see him starting to use a cutter here real soon to go through there, through the middle.
Ramsey wraparound pass to Delaney, doesn't come out, and it comes up short, but Wright gets the rebound on his back, and Coach Noble is going to get a 30-second timeout.
We'll leave it here. That's what you call rebounding downstairs, Maina Splair. Downstairs.
They all count, matter what. Once you put both hands on it, they all count.
Give him the rebound.
But you know, the thing about it is, too, Knott County may try to get a little bit more pressure into the backcourt area, kind of speed the game up a little bit.
I look for the Patriots, too, also, to send a cutter through and overload a side to make the defense switch over.
Yeah, shift it. And when I'm looking over at the Ambergy is kind of shaking his left wrist and may have on that charge taken a little bit of the pressure with that left wrist, but knowing Chance Ambergy,
he won't pay attention to that.
Well, he ain't coming out.
No, he's a hard hat lunch pail every day.
He's about like that young man getting ready to throw the ball in right now.
Yeah, Speedy Ramsey, you got that right.
Knott County. Letcher Central going at it up here at Letcher Central High School. 7-4 score, first quarter.
After the timeout, Braxton Reed in for Knott County. And there's McCool with a three, and there it is. Second three of the evening.
He's getting a lot of confidence, guys, shooting that 20-footer.
Well, I've seen him put in 27 points right here. So
he had, I think, 7 threes in the game last year.
Yeah, I believe that might have been the game. And Osborne, it's long, rebound to Delaney.
Knott County is settling too much for the outside shot right now.
And there's McCool, and it doesn't go. Tip, and Braxton Reed comes down with the basketball. But you ride the hot hand sometimes, David Adams.
Yeah, I mean, he had a good look. He touched every piece of iron on the rim.
And, you know, Jim, that's why you employ the zone, is to make teams shoot that three-pointer. So David Adams talking about a little bit of shifting and moving to get Letcher Central to kind of soften that zone up here with 30 seconds and counting.
Yeah.
And looks like Knott Central is going to hold it for the last shot, and I think Letcher Central is okay with that. Coach Huff not saying anything, so evidently it's going to be down to the last shot. Knott County will get the possession to start the second quarter. Coming off the screen, Connor Napier gives it up to Sloan for the three. Good.
25-footer, and Sloan rings the bell, makes that 10-7. Cougars by 3. Stay with us. This is Hometown 24 Sports. We're coming back.
This is the 4th app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Heinemann Pharmacy, located inside the new Heinemann Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Heinemann Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Heinemann Bypass. Call the Heinemann Pharmacy at 785-0513.
Welcome back. 10-7 our score. Getting ready to start the second quarter. Right here on Hometown 24, your #1 spot for sports. And we're glad all of you have tuned in tonight. We want to thank all of our sponsors and all that you do for these young people as well. And helps us have an opportunity to come and show these games and be a part of them, and we're very appreciative of it. We want to thank Letcher County Central and the administration for letting us come up tonight, guys. We always appreciate them and their hospitality. They do a great job here.
And Knott Central, who executed timely there at the end the first quarter, has the basketball. Hall back in the game. And there's the Winston Bennett play that I'd like to call, and Chase Ambergy lays it in. Nice call by Coach Huff.
Yeah, just a great pin down to create that space for him.
A little bit more pressure, and it's going to be stolen by Drake Sloan, and he is fouled on the floor as Gunnar Holbrook came in. And that foul will go against him. And that will be the first foul for Letcher Central on the night.
Gunner, not much choice there, guys.
No. Well, you don't give up a layup, right, and that's probably a smart choice. Hall goes straight in to Reed off the board, misses it. Ambergy rebound and put back.
Gosh, and that's what Ambergy does so well.
Yeah.
I mean, he is just always around the ball.
And that's 4 for them as Coach Huff is amping it up.
Knott County in front by 1 now, 11-10.
7-0 run by Knott County. Ramsey goes into Wright, and he's going to be fouled by Napier, who was trying to get position against Wright down there. And that'll be Napier's first. Gillum in for Letcher County Central. And I won't say what I was going to say about him and Matthew, his brother, as we came into the gym this evening.
You know,
deflected by Sloan.
You know, Alex is a designated shooter. He's
I seen that one coming, guys. Gotta maybe pull somebody up here to
Drake Sloan was in the passing lane, so you've got to either backtrack or the person you're throwing to, like you're talking about, David, they've got to step back. And Sloan will go to the line, and these are the first free throws of the night for either team. Sloan shooting 63% as he makes the first.
You know, Drake is such a crafty defender, too. I've watched him bait people into opening that passing lane and stepping in. You know, he's been around the game for a long time. He does those little things that you don't really notice a lot of times.
Second one is up and misses it. Hall tips it, but Addington able to get it for the Cougars. And, you know, Coach Huff is asking them to amp up. We got a mismatch, and Osborne comes across from the weak side, 5 against 4. Cougars able to get back quickly. Drake Sloan overshoots it. Delaney rebound. Delaney pump fake, gets Reed up in the air, pump fakes again, left hand and in.
Very impressive move off the glass there for Delaney.
Delaney is a premier scorer in the 14th region. He's one of those guys that can get it done.
And it's a 30-second timeout by Letcher Central. But, you know, the thing about it is you can't go for that pump fake. You know, watching Kentucky last night and other teams, and Bobby Knight would be proud of all these people that use the pump fake to get you out of position and then either drives, draws, or it puts it in. And Delaney was able to go and put the ball in the go. But, you know, when you talk about premier scorers, those that can score on all 3 levels, and, you know, Delaney is one of those people. Chance Ambergy is one of those people as well.
Cougars back out on the floor. Here comes the Patriots, and we'll get this started back 12-12, second quarter, 5:58 to play until the half. So been a fast-paced ball game, guys. It's went by quick.
And there's no reason to call a lot of fouls in this game because both teams are playing clean basketball. Goes into Hall. Hall hesitates, gives it up to Osborne. You know, the Cougar zone has been relatively straight up, and Osborne drags his foot, and that's going to be a walk and a turnover.
Well, they're rotating really well in the zone, you know, down into the post and then back out on the wing. Very active out of that baseline on the zone.
And, you know, Jaden Hall's got to do something different once he catches it. They're not playing him in the middle of that zone.
Knott Central without the service of Big Gibson tonight, who can leap and also pick some buckets up for them, guys.
Yep. And Letcher Central missing Mason Boggs at the point, and you know, Gavin Ramsey so far doing a nice job.
He is. He's handling himself well.
Got the weave going. Delaney stops, and nice shot. He laughs as he puts that one in. 8 points.
I think he got a little tickled in himself on that move.
He didn't know if he could make it or not, but he does. He's got 8. Hall looking at it. Chance Ambergy with a kick out to Drake Sloan. And he is fouled as he got into the middle of the lane, and that will be on Addington.
Patriots look like they've got some wholesale subs coming in, Manus.
Looks like they're going to give everybody a break. Jaden Ambergy, Gavin Mosley, and Connor Napier will come in, and Osborne, Sloan, and Reed.
A little more shooting pair coming in for outside.
Gavin Mosley, nice shooter.
Yeah, much smaller lineup for the Patriots.
Yes, definitely. So look for pressure if they make something here.
Spacing, Coach Huff trying to get them set on that.
And they run Napier through against the zone, and there goes Ambergy through on the zone. There's Mosley I was talking about, and he rattles it, doesn't go. Look good. Ramsey with the basketball up to Addington against Connor Napier. Board misses it, and Connor Napier with the rebound.
Yeah, Mosley a dead-eye shooter usually.
And it's going to be knocked away from Amberg as he went to the baseline. Yeah, I don't think you could give Mosley that wide open a shot.
No, he's a good shooter. That was to warm up with. The next one, he'll make you pay if you're not on him.
He's got great range, too.
Yeah, he can shoot it deep. You're right, Jim.
Napier trying to posture to get it to Ambergy for the three, and it's a little bit short. And right with the rebound, one and done. Addington to the lane, and floater Rose doesn't go. Comes back in, gets his board to Delaney for the three. Good.
Delaney got set, 20-footer, and rings the old bell in Whitesburg.
Gives him double figures with 11. Nobody comes and gets Napier, and he overshoots it. But rebound's going to come down to Ambergy.
Usually Connor gets that much time.
And Mosley goes in, and he is going to be fouled by Gavin Ramsey, and that will be his first.
That's his second. And one that's he's one player that cannot get in foul trouble for the Cougars because the primary ball handler with Mason Boggs out, I don't know who else goes into the point guard role.
And some reason I missed one of the fouls. Normally they have them up on the board, but they don't have them tonight. And Sloan goes in with a floater and puts it in.
Good move there as soft touch and gets the bucket, 17-14.
Give Drake 6 as Ramsey's having a little trouble with the basketball. Corralled it.
Yeah, he did his little Curly Neal impersonation here.
Oh, Harlem Globetrotter. Delaney trying to beat Napier. Napier able to hold him off. As we near the 2-minute mark.
Kind of surprised Delaney didn't take that shot when he backed off of him there.
And Addington will lose the basketball. Ambergy up to Napier. Napier across to Mosley to Sloan for the three. Doesn't go. It was on target. Right with the rebound, and he will throw it away. And it's going to be another turnover by Knott County as well. Both coaches want a foul.
Foul, walk, whatever you want to call that.
Both coaches wanted something. So, right with a mismatch in there against Drake Sloan. I'm sure that Delaney realizes it, can't get it to him.
Yeah, Drake doing a great job.
And that's going to be a foul on Napier as McCool tried to beat him on the baseline. And that's going to be Napier's second.
Round County 17, Breathitt 14 at the half.
Round County's got a good club.
Yeah, they've had some big wins this year.
Yes, they have.
Yeah. 3-point difference there in Jackson. So
trying to get Delaney open underneath against the zone, but Knott Central doing a good job, and that's going to be a turnover. Hall in the middle of the floor, steps through, lays it up, doesn't use the backboard, misses it, and Osborne misses it. McCool tips it out, and it will stay. Oh. Maybe I didn't see that one correctly. Evidently, I did not see that one correctly. And official Napier is going to get together and see what's going on. And I think this may be changed. And that is the right call. So nice officiating work. Teamwork.
Yeah.
You have teamwork in officiating as well.
If we'd been in the SEC, that'd have been a 7-minute
review.
Yeah, they went to the tape maybe 2 or 3 times.
Don't remind me. But anyway, we're getting close to the 1 minute mark left in the second quarter, and we are under 1 minute. Drake Sloan penetrates.
Clock's at 46.
Drake goes in, floater misses it, and the rebound's going to come down to Ramsey, middle of the floor. Step through by Delaney and puts it in.
Wow, really nice Euro step on the step through with Delaney right there.
Strong with the ball, guys, and put it in the square.
Give him 13 of the 19 for Letcher Central.
And if you're not Central, I'm sure Coach Huff wants to take us down to 1 shot. You got 14 seconds.
Letcher Central has the arrow back to Osborne, and it's blocked. And Ambergy, no, and he was fouled.
Oh.
1 second on the
foul
clock.
on right.
Yeah.
Foul was on right, and that will be his first. Ambergy will go to the line, makes the first, where he is 67% on the season.
Patriots were stuck on 14 for a while, guys.
And, you know, you got to give credit to Letcher Central's zone defense. Ambergy, it's long, rebound's going to come down, and it's, ooh, that would have been 2 big ones, and that's going to end the first half.
We played a half at Letcher County Central, 19-15. The Cougars are leading before. We're going to take a break. We'll have the man Toyota at the half to catch up on some scores, hopefully around there, and go over our first half stats as well. Stay with us. We'll be back.
In Kentucky, we understand what matters: family, friends, community. But sometimes we hurt. At Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, we believe in hope, and Mountain's behavioral health professionals want to be there for you every step of the way. Together, we can overcome the challenges of depression, PTSD, addiction, and so much more. With behavioral health centers throughout Kentucky, your story of recovery begins at Mountain Comprehensive Care Center.
We have determined that you have early onset Alzheimer's disease.
Why me? How could I have prevented this?
Research shows that reducing stress levels, not partaking in substance abuse, and being aware of safety measures are a few ways to prevent it.
So how quickly can this progress?
There's no definitive timeline. Everyone is different.
In today's world, staying connected is more important than ever. We're not just here to sell you a plan or a phone. We're here to serve you because we live and work right here in the communities we call home. At Appalachian Wireless, you're not just another customer. You're our neighbor, a friend, and a part of our family. We're here to keep you connected to what matters most. Because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best.
Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity
to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Welcome back to Hometown 24. This is the Man Toyota at the half, and some scores that we've got handed to us at halftime at Jackson between Round County and Breathitt County. Round leading 17-14 there at the half. So a very tight game down at the Pharisee Woods Coliseum tonight, guys.
We've got girls basketball. Bath County defeats Owsley County 65-64. So, big win for Bath County.
Absolutely. Bath County, not a bad team. They're playing pretty well right now. And, you know, anytime you get it going this time of year, Jim, you got things going.
Yeah.
And congratulations to them.
But,
stats, let's check those, and then we'll break the game down real quick for everyone.
First for Knott County Central, Taylon Osborne with 2 points. Drake Sloan with 6. Jaden Hall played, did not score. Braxton Reed played, did not score, as well as Gavin Mosley. Chance Ambergy with 5. Jaden Ambergy did not score. Connor Napier with 2. Patriots scored 7 in the first, 8 in the second for their total of 15. For Letcher County Central, Gavin Ramsey did not score. Addington did not score. McCool had 6 on his 2 3-pointers. Gunnar Holbrook and Alex Gillen both played, did not score. Terry Delaney with 13. And Jaden Wright played and did not score. The Cougars had 10 in the first quarter, had 9 in the second quarter for their total of 19 points, guys.
Jim, you look at Knott Central and the Cougars, really the zone defense from both sides is playing pretty well.
I think towards the end of the half, when you saw Drake Sloan doing that penetration, even though he wasn't getting the shot, he was breaking down that first tier of the defense in that 2-3 zone and kicking. Right now, Knott County's just not hitting.
But you know, the thing about it is, if I come and everybody can see me, I'm going to set – Drake's going to come around. I'm going to set the screen on David. Once I set that screen, if that's Jaden Hall, Jaden's got to roll. Then there's got to be displacement, and that person on the far left wing, far left corner's got to come up to the wing. Right. And the same thing on the opposite side. Then somebody's got to take Drake. If they don't take Drake, he's got the avenue for the floater, and if they do take him, you've got the kick for the open 3 or kick it to Ambergy, and like you said, like we've said before, he slashes. They either got to take him or he lays it in.
And I think you'll see that change with Coach Huff in the second half.
Yeah.
For the Cougars?
Hey, I'd leave my defense alone until he solved it, you know.
Well, I think Coach Huff is going to really put more pressure on the basketball. And with Delaney, he's got to put his best player, who is Jance Ambergy, he's got to guard Delaney, because everybody else is kind of losing him in between. Chance has played him several times, but they are a lot of switching going on. And as a result of that switching, Delaney is finding that mismatch, and then he's able to knock it down or drive to the basket.
Well, and the Cougars have got to find somebody else to score consistently.
Yeah.
You know, whether it be Harrison Eddington, who has had some good looks, but not got him to fall. McCool, we saw hit 2 threes.
Yeah, he hit those 2 threes.
But they've got to have somebody else to play off of Delaney.
And, you know, that may come from offensive rebounds with Wright, offensive rebounds in there when, you know, Gunnar Holbrook's in there. You've got to find other ways to score, because I'm sure the focus of Coach Huff and his staff, how to stop Terry Delaney.
Absolutely. Well, we've had a great crowd come in tonight, and guys, it's been a real good night for basketball in the area. It really is. And we don't usually have these times of games on Wednesday nights.
Yeah, nope.
But, you know, we had some snow in January, and people had to move games around to, you know, to try to get them in. And this is a big 53rd District matchup game, so want to get those in. And
you have to get those seed games in because
yeah, you do.
Unfortunately, on down the line, they're talking about more snow. And I'm thinking,
no, we don't want to hear
no way we want to hear that.
Sorry.
You shouldn't have said that,
well,
man.
He and Chris Bailey are in cahoots with Food City.
Yes.
And they're trying to get us to run to the store.
I
don't buy it. I don't buy
that.
Okay.
Sandman over in Orangeman, want to say hello to you. And Big Zeke Jones up in Neon Country, want to say hello to Big Zeke. And
Mr. Jones.
He's a nice guy. Yep. Always glad to see Mr. Jones when I can run into him. And Sandman, both of them love sports.
Oh, yeah, I got my crew at back from the Neon days. Rod Kraft, Ronnie Goins, Josh Yonts watching the game.
Hey, you can't beat them.
I don't know about them.
We're going to take a break. We come back, third quarter, getting ready to start from Letcher County Central High School. 19-15, the Cougars by 4. Stay with us on Hometown 24.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with a click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
Welcome back. Third quarter getting ready to start here. And guys, we talked a little bit about off air. I think the first 3 minutes is very huge for the Cougars here with the pressure.
Yeah, I think Knott Central is going to really come at them right now. And I see that Taylon Osborne is taking Terry Delaney.
He's very athletic. He's got
length.
Yeah. Probably a good choice.
So here we go. And we have something on the floor.
Piece of tape maybe, or a wrap or something there. Who knows, Josh? Cornick may have thrown some popcorn down on the floor. Who knows, guys?
I won't throw any popcorn down. I'll eat it all.
It's not our camera people, because Jeremy Willem don't eat popcorn.
And he works so hard he don't have time.
No, he don't even eat. But anyway, here we go. Delaney comes off. Nice job of Knott Central. As Sloan is putting up pressure right now on Ramsey, and it's going to turn into a turnover. Osborne goes in, and that's probably going to be a good foul because Osborne had ill intent on his mind.
Yeah, we've seen what he can do in the open court. He can rip it down.
Long and lean.
And I believe that foul was on Delaney, and that's going to be his first, as Osborne will go to the line and makes the first. 57% on the season. There's another one of those 50s, David.
Do not pay any attention to the 50s.
Well, and Wright with a rebound. Sorry, Taylor.
You may have jinxed him.
I did. Me and you both. And Delaney, you can see two people quickly got to Delaney before he could get to the lane.
Yeah, like somebody else is going to have to step up.
And you can see two people on Delaney, and
Nice
there
pass.
it is. And Addington misses the bunny underneath.
You got to hit those, period.
Especially when they're double teaming Delaney the way they are right now. Goes into Hall. Hall turns, gives it to Osborne for the three. It's long. Rebound is going to be Ramsey. So he went down and got the rebound.
Yeah, Ramsey gets a lot of those for the smallest guy on the floor.
He's active, and there's Addington misses the short jumper.
That's a tough shot.
Really
no
tough.
Angle at the board.
And Amber, you lost it. Osborne goes in. He misses it. Rebound comes down to Addington.
Yeah, Addington needs to get something to go down just to get his confidence up.
McCool with a three, and it's long. Rebound comes down to Ambergy. Napier, I thought he was going to take that one.
You know, and the Patriots need him to get warm.
Osborne to Hall, spins, gives it up for Napier on your call. Doesn't go. Rebound to Delaney. Delaney pushes it up with a pass to Ramsey. There's Addington, lays it in. Nice look by Ramsey.
Yeah, a nice break there, too. Good speed down the floor to have an opportunity with the shot. 21-16 their score, 5:30 to go third quarter.
Hall into the lane, floater, misses it. Rebound's going to go back to Ambergy. Napier with a three, and it comes up short. Rebound's going to come down to right. Just a nice shot, just didn't go down.
Yeah, it was a good look.
And we watched him at Car Creek Gym the other night, and he couldn't miss.
Yeah. McCool.
See, I like to see McCool just catch and shoot right there.
You know, after you miss one, you got to have a memory of no memory of the last shot you take, right, David?
Well,
I was never that good a shooter, David.
Well, I wasn't a good shooter. I just didn't mind shooting, guys.
Well, so you're saying you were a shooter, not a maker?
You can ask Coach Morris. I shot it where it was a good shot or not, and I still live up to that, you know.
So, Coach Morris, if you're tuning in.
He does. He watches us.
Send us a note on that.
He does.
Kick out and almost stolen by Drake Sloan. Addington with a three. Comes up short. Rebound to Ambergy. Bench was ready to explode over there for Letcher Central. Nice screen by Reed. Mosley in the basketball game for Knott County Central for that shot right there, and it goes long. There's Ambergy with a rebound, and he goes up.
Yeah, Knott County well, both teams right now.
And there goes Delaney slashing off the board and puts it in. Give him 15.
He is so good at finding that little crease and getting in there and maneuvering for the basket.
To be honest with you guys, Knott Central's getting pretty good looks. They're just not hitting.
Yep. And after that 3 minutes, David.
That was
and there's
huge.
Ambergy misses it. Rebound's going to come down to Ramsey. There goes Addington aggressively, misses it. Tipped by Wright, doesn't go in. Ambergy with a rebound.
Yeah, Addington's got to get some of those to fall.
You have to finish that.
And Sloan with the three doesn't go. Hall with the rebound goes up off the board and puts it in.
Nice rebound by Hall. He gets the touch, and Coach Huff wants to call a 30-second timeout with a score 23-18. It's just frustrating. The kids are playing hard on both ends.
It just ain't going. There's a lid on both ends.
Yeah. They're just not making shots.
Maybe when Blake Mason took over for Jim here, he tightened up the rims on both ends.
Could have.
Might have ordered them from Temu, and they're like 4 inches, less in diameter.
Yeah.
Well, we won't get into the tariffs or anything. But anyway, 23-18. Coach Huff trying to come up with some stuff.
Well, I think both teams are playing hard defensively and all, and they're moving the ball. They're just not – the net's just not jumping right now.
It's just not coming. And Colton Delaney for the first time for Letcher Central comes in, and Gunnar Holbrook is in.
And we want to say hello to Kenneth Fugit. Him and John watching tonight. We're glad to have them along tonight.
Sure do. Alex Gillum in for Letcher Central. Delaney step back, and it rolls, doesn't go. Rebound's going to come down to Colton Delaney. There's Gunnar Holbrook, three, doesn't go. Rebound again by Colton Delaney. He's come in with renewed spirit as the crazies over there, the Cougar crazies like that.
Well, he's a freshman. brother of Terry Delaney, but he has grown so much from his 8th grade year to this year. He's just now finding his way around the growth.
Gunnar Holbrook gives it to Gillum for the long three. Banks doesn't go. Rebound to Mosley. It hits his foot, and it's going to be Gunnar Holbrook that comes up with it. Spins, rolls. Delaney goes in with the power, and it goes.
And that was a tough shot. Had a lot of body on him, and he was still able to finish.
Oh, my. 25-18, guys. Longest lead for the Cougars. Mosley hesitates, skip pass to Ambergy. Ambergy to the baseline, nowhere to go. Trying to make some room. It's knocked away, and it will stay with Knott County. Letcher Central smothering Ambergy on the baseline.
Well, Letcher Central has pretty much done this, guys. They said, we're going to pack the middle. We're going to double down low. And you're going to have to hit some outside shots. You're going to beat us.
And as you say that, they get it into Reed, and he puts it off the board and in for his first 2 points on the evening.
Yeah, Reed's such a strong kid.
Skipped Holbrook. He has the angle up and misses it. And that's going to be a foul on Holbrook. That's going to be his second.
2:14 to go, third quarter.
Cougars missed a lot of shots.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Around the bucket, you know. And that's been fortunate for the Patriots.
Yeah.
Goes into Hall. Hall with a kick back out to Sloan. Gives it to Mosley for the three. Doesn't go. Rebound's going to come down to Hall, but there's a foul. And it's going to be on Ramsey for boxing out, I believe, Reed. And that's going to be his third. And Coach Noble does not like the call.
25-20 your score.
As Jim said, Ramsey has to be careful. He can't have back-to-back fouls and get his fourth here. Knott Central may go right at him. Pass to Mosley, goes back to Sloan for the three, and it's off. Rebound to Delaney. Nobody stops. Delaney goes in, and he is fouled on the way up. And that's going to be on Sloan, and that's going to be his first, and Delaney will go to the line for the first time tonight, and he is a 78% shooter.
Yeah, they had it give him the lane there after he started, and he took advantage of it.
Nobody stopped him.
No, they didn't get out in front of him.
And that's going to come up short as Napier, Osborne, and Ambergy will come in for the Patriots. And McCool will come in and give Ramsey his first break of the night.
You know, he and Delaney both, not took a breath. They've been on the court the whole time.
Let's see.
He would still be out there. He's got three.
Yep.
He would still be out there, guys, because he's the defense out here in front.
And Delaney misses both free throws.
Usually unheard for that young man.
Yeah, when they're a little short like that, just lets me, his legs getting a little tired.
There's Sloan with a three, misses it, rebound by McCool. Nice job of boxing out. Gillum behind the defense. Delaney down the lane, goes up, and he is fouled. And that's going to be on Osborne, and that's going to be his first, and Delaney will go right back to the line.
Again, the Patriots, pretty good shot down here. They just having one of those nights that.
And Drake's got to keep shooting. You got to keep shooting it.
Yeah.
It's not bad shots. It just ain't going. And with Delaney, he missed his third free throw.
One of the best free throw shooters on the floor. And can he make one, Mr. Delaney?
And the answer is no, but there is Colton with a rebound. McCool to the baseline, goes up in the air, nowhere to go with it, and it's going to be a turnover on Letcher Central.
That baseline will trap you guys.
Oh, it's fool's gold.
Yeah, you're right, Jim.
Hall back in the basketball game for Osborne as we are under 1 minute at 50 seconds. Goes to Reed, and he's going to put it off the board, and that's his second basket in this quarter.
Big bucket there for Reed off the glass.
Let's see if Letcher Central will go for one. And the answer is no, they will not, and that's going to be a held ball, and that will go to Knott County Central.
Don't know about that one, guys. I believe I would have kept it out and maybe tried to do that one shot, but you know, he thought he had a lane, so he thought
he just brought the ball down too low.
Yeah, he did.
And nice job of Knott County tying it up. Hall got the avenue off the board, and it's going to go in, and that foul's going to be on Colton Delaney.
So the Patriots with a chance to tie the game back up here with 13 seconds, third quarter.
And, you know, Hall is taking advantage of that, and that's what he's got to do. And they're just not playing him in that soft middle, so he has to make sure that he does something with it. Misses the free throw, gets his own rebound. Nobody boxed him out. Drake Sloan goes all the way to the goal and lays it in and puts Knott County ahead. And we've got a mad scramble, and Knott County will go 6-0 real quickly and go ahead and end the third quarter.
26-25, fourth quarter coming up. Be sure to stay with us.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Fourth quarter getting ready to start. We've got a dandy here, folks. 26-25. Patriots leading by one. And the Cougars will get the basketball to start the quarter. Want to remind everyone, Friday night we'll be coming to you live from Memorial Gym in Hazard for Knott Central and Hazard, and that'll be around 7:30 tip-off, so you'll want to join us for that one.
And as we go back, Ramsey is back in for Letcher Central. While he was off, they went on a 6-0. Knott Central went off. Right with the basketball. Into the middle of the lane with the floater, and it's going to come up short. Ambergy with the rebound. Jaden Ambergy with a three. Doesn't go. Rebound to Delaney.
Jaden had a good look there.
McCool with a three. Doesn't go. Rebound's going to come to Sloan. Ambergy three. Comes up short, but there's Ambergy, and he puts it in. Nobody found Ambergy. His first two of the night.
Good catch there by Ambergy to go back off the glass.
McCool with a 15-footer, and it's good.
It's been a while since the Cougars hit a shot, guys.
Yeah. Gives McCool 8.
Been a very cold shooting ball game. Very cold.
Napier into the lane, stopped by Ramsey. Sloan gives it up to Ambergy, back to Chase Ambergy. Chase goes in, up, and misses it. Hall's got it, and he is going to be fouled. And I believe that's going to be on Addington. Nope. It's on McCool, and that's going to be his first. And Hall will go to the line. 33% on the season. Missed his only attempt earlier in the third quarter. And it rolls out. Reed in for Jaden Ambergy. Hall rolls it, doesn't go, but there's going to be a push.
I know one thing. I wouldn't mind playing horse with any of these guys tonight. I'm not giving them a rough time. They just not hitting. It'd be a good time to get them.
And I believe that was on, and it was on Napier, and they've got 3.
28-27, not by 1.
And that's going to be a steal, and that's going to be Hall, and he's going to lay it in. You cannot throw that pass across corner.
Nope, somebody's got to come closer, and a middle person has to come up as well.
And that's going to be another turnover. Zambergy steals it, lays it in.
That's a big play right there. 2 back-to-back, 32-27, and good timeout by Coach Noble.
And I believe it has to be a full timeout.
I would think so, and it is. So we'll take one as well. 32-27, we'll be back.
Just want to watch the game. Dad turned on the ceiling fan, used the gray remote, hit power, then input. It's not working. That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Very nice crowd in Whitesburg tonight. 32-27 our score, and Cougars will have the ball as we get ready to go down to the final minute here, folks.
Gives it up to Addington for the big-time three by Addington.
It was.
Much needed. If nothing else, for the fans and for the bench over there, as Knott County was changing up defenses and had the momentum there. Good timeout by Coach Noble to end that momentum. A lot of movement on offense, but Knott County trying to get into the gaps of that zone. And there's Hall, steps through, gives it back to Ambergy.
Yeah, Knott County very patient on offense, and you just kept expecting somebody to get in the lane and make a play here.
Hall gives it to Sloan. Ambergy comes straight in and puts it off the board and good.
Nice touch there.
Give him 9. Nice job by Reed by taking and forcing his defender that could not get to him. Delaney going downhill, misses it. Rebound's going to come to and off of Ambergy, and it will stay Letcher Central basketball.
In such a low-scoring game, every possession is so critical.
Maximize. It is. Yes, definitely so. Addington goes in, puts it in. Nope, it doesn't go. Rebound's going to come down to the Patriots. Patriots real patient the last time and got what they wanted. Napier pull up 15-footer, and it's good.
Soft touch there. 36-30, under 4 to play.
And that's one of the toughest shots you can take, and Napier put it down. 6-point lead for the Patriots. Had McCool on the back door, didn't see him as he turned. Ramsey goes in, can't give it up to Addington, and he's going to be fouled on the way up by Connor Napier. Oh, excuse me. It's on, no. Oh, that's going to be Napier's fourth, as Addington will go to the line where he's a 52% free throw shooter. And it rolls in. I'm not going to say anything, David, about the 50s.
No, we better leave that alone. We've caused these young men enough trouble tonight on that second free throw.
Both sides are going to get us.
Yes, they are.
And as I say,
now we're not guilty of that.
Ambergy with the rebound. 3.5 minutes to go, 36-31. There's Ambergy, slashes in, misses the bunny. Rebound to McCool.
Same play they ran the last time with the seal down.
And that's all you can do when you Coach Huff. Nobody gets McCool, misses it, rebound's going to come down. No, it's not. Thought Wright had it for a second. Drake Sloan, no look, pass, good.
Yeah,
excellent pass.
38-31.
Cougars in danger right here.
And Coach Noble realizes that, and he will call a timeout.
Got good looks, just couldn't hit them, guys. So we'll take a timeout as well. 38-31 our score. We're coming back.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS. Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Letcher County Central High School, 38-31. Again, we'd like to thank the fine folks here at Letcher Central for letting Hometown 24 come in tonight. They're always great in hospitality.
It's almost critical that Letcher Central scores here.
Yep.
Knott Central comes out, and that's going to be a foul on Drake Sloan. That's going to be his second. That's the 3rd team foul for Knott County. Two, three, and it's going to be Hall once again getting his hands on the basketball, being very active.
You know, Hall doesn't score a lot of points, but he's just a warrior in there.
He's one of those glue people.
Yeah, he did a nice job.
All year.
Nice job tonight of moving the basketball, too, when it went to him.
Yeah, somebody's got to step up and shoot the shot.
We're running a lot of time. Nice look into right, and he is fouled by Reed as he goes up. That's going to be his second, and Wright will go to the line for the first time tonight. Shooting 33% on a limited number of free throws. Makes the first. Let's see if Letcher Central comes with a press here.
Well, you're at the point of the game. You've got to trap wherever you can at this point.
Makes the second. They do not, and it's 2:16, 38-33. Letcher Central with only 1 team foul so far in the 4th quarter.
So somebody besides Ramsey's going to have to. They're going to have a hard time getting the ball back without fouling.
Working the ball around. Nice catch by Drake Sloan. He had to go up to get that one.
He had to leap a little bit.
Yeah. A lot of time being milked off the clock.
So there's your trap, but
got to go after the basketball, and that's going to be a 30-second timeout by Coach Huff.
It's going to be, I think he changed it to full, so we'll take a full one as well. 38-33, fourth quarter here at Letcher Central.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
This is the 4th app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?
38-33 with 1:26 to go. Knott Central will get ready to put it back in play. And guys, it's crucial time for both teams.
Letcher Central going to man, and they can't let much more time run off. They're only got one team foul. And I don't know if you want Ramsey to foul or not, because that's going to put him with 4.
Yeah, that's the only player I wouldn't want to foul there.
Yeah, and Coach Noble probably needs to put Ramsey on somebody else right now. It's not handling the ball.
Or let someone come off there, man.
Yeah.
And he just did. Addington goes to Sloan. And McCool will foul.
Now, if you're a Coach Huff, you probably want to get it into your best free throw shooter.
Got one more foul to give, and there's Addington's going to do it, and that's 2. So now you're going to foul the person you really want to put on the line. Don't think you want to foul Napier at all.
No, I wouldn't think so.
And I don't think you want to foul Chance Amberg. So here comes the play. It's going to come in, and it goes to Hall. They don't foul. And Amberg is fouled right before Reed gets the basketball. And that's going to be on right. And Amberg will go to the line. Timeout situation. Knott County has 3 and Letcher Central has 1.
Looks like Knott Central will go man-to-man on this.
And it's still a 2-possession game here with 1:12. Delaney will bring it up. Goes straight in, and it's going to be knocked away by Sloan and stolen, and that will be Ramsey's 5th foul. And that will send Drake Sloan for 2.
Good ball game by Ramsey. He played well tonight, played hard. He got that 3rd foul in the first half there, out on the floor. And but I like him. He showed a lot of courage tonight.
Moxie.
Moxie. He's a gritty player.
And he will benefit from this time when Mason Boggs comes back for the Cougars.
Mm-hmm.
You got to remember tonight, Mason Boggs, Logan Kahn, and Evan Cummings were out for the Cougars, and once again, Michael Gibson out for Knott County Central. Drake Sloan misses both free throws. Delaney, still a 2-possession game. And he is fouled on the floor.
Looks like Delaney will have a chance at the free throw line.
Yep, because that's not what Coach Huff wanted, and Delaney will go to the line. Not sure what's happened here.
Well, I think
he got south of the border.
Yeah,
yeah. Terry Delaney will shoot 2. Gillum had come in for Ramsey, who had fouled out. And
I tell you what, guys, if you told me before the game that Delaney would go to the foul line and shoot his first five and miss them all, I would have bet the car on that.
Yep. And he misses a 6th one. And the ball is going to be Knott County Central basketball. Good hustle by both teams. And Delaney, I'm sure I know how he thinks.
He's going to go home tonight and think about free throws, guys.
Yeah, he's a very, very competitive young man.
Yes, he is. And he knows right now it's, you know.
And Addington's trying to foul Drake Sloan, and he does.
Drake just missed 2 a while ago.
Yeah, it stayed at 2-possession game for the last 35 seconds.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll see if Drake can push it on out to a 3-possession game. And rolls it in. And, of course, when you're talking about Drake Sloan, he's one of those moxie guys, too.
40-33 with 52 seconds to go.
And makes both. Drake in double figures with 10. 3 by Delaney, and it's long. Rebound's going to come down to Chance Ambergy, and he's going to be fouled by Gillum.
Yeah, I agree.
Looks like Drake Sloan will be our Alice Lloyd College Player of the Game.
And Ambergy misses the first of 2. Knott Central missing free throws has allowed Letcher Central to stay within distance here. And he makes the second. Got to put it up. Does Letcher Central? Gives it up to Holbrook for the 3. It doesn't go. Rebound's going to come down to Hall. And Holbrook will foul.
And that's probably going to do it. But I tell you, the score, folks, is not really what we got to watch tonight. We got to watch a 3-4 point game.
Yep.
And it was a good ball game. So take my hat off. Both teams played hard. They didn't burn the nets up tonight, but the effort was there.
And Drake misses the first. I don't think they'll be hollering from the Hall of Fame for our offensive type. Now, defense, they may holler a little bit on it. Second free throw is good. Cougars going to push it up. Holbrook up with a shot, and it's not going to go. Rebound's going to come down to Ambergy. And Coach Noble says no more fouls. So Knott County Central is going to take this victory home, 43-33. And these two teams will move on. And, of course, Friday night we will see the Patriots against the Bulldogs.
Breathitt winning down in Jackson, 65-53 is the final score down there against Round County tonight. So a big win for the Bobcats. Patriots pull out a win here by 10. And, guys, it's not very good shooting. Defense and effort was there. The net just wasn't ready to jerk much tonight.
Both ways.
Both ways. You're right. Jim, your final thoughts on the game tonight, my friend?
Well, I think, Letcher Central is going to look back on this and say, man, we had a lot of opportunities tonight. We left points on the board at the free throw line and around the basket. And on the other side, you're going to say Knott's the same thing. I've not watched a Knott team this year shoot like that from the perimeter. Both teams, like you said, David, outstanding effort tonight. Great defense. Offensively, though, it wasn't a great deal of the scoreboard operators are not going to have to put their hands on ice.
No.
Yeah. Manus, your thoughts about our basketball game tonight, my friend?
Well, I just think that sometimes when you're the favorite, you're going to have an off night and you're able to win against your rival, then that's kudos to them and you move on. For Letcher County Central, saw some good stuff when they get all three of their players back, full load. They'll be able to talk about some stuff, and Coach Noble will be able to see some stuff on video and film that will benefit them for the rest of the time up through district tournament time.
Good point, guys. Good point. I want to remind everyone, Friday night we'll come to you live from Memorial Gym, as it will be the Hazard Bulldogs taking on the Knott County Central Patriots. For Jeremy Woolham on camera, Josh Corning on controls, Jim McCauley, Manus Blair, David Adams, wishing you good night from Letcher County Central High School. Stay safe, everyone.